Hello. Happy Monday, I guess. Okay, one moment. I'm gonna pause the music there, and there we go. There we go. I think I gotta controller. There we go. All right, all set. Like 10 seconds before I unmuted, I felt like I was going to sneeze, and then it went away. So if if I suddenly sneeze unmuted, you know why. Oh boy, it's warmer in my room than I thought it would be. But hey, I'm back with some Pyre tonight. On this, I don't know, fine Monday evening. Okay, I have some news. So, I got offered a job. The job that I interviewed for on Friday, they called me today and asked if I was still interested because I was their preferred candidate. So I was like, oh, yes. Yeah. I was very excited. It's only a customer service job, so it's nothing exciting. But it's exciting to me because I really fucking need a job, guys. I almost got emotional on the phone call, and I was like, I'm not gonna get emotional on this phone call. I'm gonna be a well-functioning adult and just sound excited. So, thank you guys. But yeah, it's a customer service job. Nothing special, and it'll be kind of short-term anyway because I'm going to be moving at some point this year. But they don't need to know that. I fucking need money to pay the bills. They don't need to know that. They don't need to know that it's only going to be for like less than a year. But yeah, I'm just super excited that I actually got something. So, and I'll keep an eye out in case something nicer pops up. But like customer service, you know, I've done several customer service jobs. They are what they are, right? They're nothing like special. They can be stressful. But the perks is that it's actually a job and I'm actually gonna get paid for it. And it's not super far away from me either. It'll be our secret. Yeah, exactly. Don't tell them. Yeah, the previous job I had last year was like a half an hour commute if I was really, really lucky. Basically, if there's no traffic, and there's hardly ever no traffic. But this job is gonna be like less than 20 minutes away, for the most part. So that'd be nice. It won't be getting into like the really heavy areas of traffic, so I shouldn't have to worry about that too much. Which would be nice. But yeah, so they're hoping, the lady told me today that she was hoping that the position will start around March 16th, which is 3 weeks away. Which also means I'll have a different stream schedule when that happens. I plan on continuing streaming, but it is going to be a full-time job, and it's 8 to 5, which is a little bit annoying. I would rather it be like 8 to 4:30 or, you know, whatever, but like is what it is. So, you know, when I get off work and get home, I'm probably not going to be starting a stream at 6 p.m. and I'm probably not going to be streaming for like a very long time in that case. So I don't know what I'll do yet, but it'll be a little different. So and I may or may not be able to stream on the weekends after that. We'll see. Because I also have something that I'm going to have to shift to Saturdays, so which means I'll probably be gone like 6 days a week. That's going to be so rough. But I will try my best not to let it get to me or complain about it because I need the money. So, but yeah, that's my big news. It's a big relief. It's a very big relief. One less thing for me to have to worry about. And I can maybe stop being I could be a little bit less hard on myself about doing something for pure enjoyment, because I've been kind of stuck in my head about like, oh, I shouldn't work on this thing because this thing's probably not going to make me any money. You know what I mean? Like, there's writing projects I want to do, but I'm like, well, that's not gonna make me any money. I should draw something because that could lead to, you know, a job or something. And I love drawing, but yeah, so that'll help me change that a little bit, which would be great. But yeah, thank you guys. Okay, back to this game. So I played this for like 4.5 hours yesterday-ish. I did an extra long stream of it, because I've been doing like 3 to 4 hour streams of this game so far. I think it helps that I had a couple days break of like voice acting characters. Today I'm probably only going to do like a 3-ish hour stream. But we got some more progress yesterday. We did the 3rd liberation, and I liberated Jodario. I didn't want her to be down here any longer in the downside, because like she was starting to reminisce about some things, and she divulged to me how I don't know if I knew the exact like number of years she's been down here, but she said she first started feeling her horns grow after the 10-year mark. And seeing how big her horns are, I was like, oh fuck. This has gotta be like, I don't know how fast horns grow, but she's been down there a long time. So we freed her, and we got word from her that she apparently searched or found a lot of the kids that she'd raised when she was a captain. So she reconnected with a lot of people, and she's helping out with the plan. Which is good. I don't know who's up next, but we now have a time limit for liberating people. Apparently the stars are disappearing, and they're being replaced by the Titan stars, which are like bad omens. And when we stop getting the stars to appear, then the rites will stop. And Wolfred's like, oh yeah, that's a thing now. Also, we met Oralek, who used to be part of the Nightwings with Wolfred years ago. And Wolfred told us the whole story, so apparently, during the rite where it was Wolfred, Oralek, and I think her name was Erissa? They said that Oralek was gonna go free, so he was set to be liberated, and they won the rite, and then right before he goes into the Shimmer Pool, Erissa like shoves him out of the way or whatever and jumps into it instead, like stealing the chance away from him. And by the way, apparently that kills you. So she just died right there. And I don't know if she like pushed or like down the mountain, but Wolfred is like, oh, he fell down the mountain and I thought he was dead. Like, you know, who could survive that fall? So Oralek got betrayed by their other team member who died in the process, because apparently if you're not if you're not selected to be the next person to be liberated and you try to enter the pool anyway, it just kills you. So bad news all around. The good news is Oralek looks really cool. So, and Wolfred says like this is a result of him, maybe, like it must be Oralek's doing. I think Wolfred said that. The implication is that Oralek might be doing something to cause the rites or the stars to disappear, which will make the rites stop. I don't know how true that is. I don't know why he would want to do that. Wouldn't he just still want to get out? Unless he's trying to like get rid of the entire system and then everyone could just get out. But I kind of doubt that. I don't know. But yeah, so that was some interesting news. But yeah, as far as we know, the rites are going to stop before we're able to liberate everyone on the team. So the choices from now on are going to be a little tougher. I will say, I was thinking about this yesterday evening, but like if I were to play this game again, I think I would change the order of liberation a little bit. Because like this time I freed Rutki first because I was more attached to Hedwyn and Jodario, and I found Jodario to be a lot more of an asset on my team. Even though I really like Rutki's playstyle as well. But if I were to play this game again, I think I might free Jodario first. And then maybe someone else, because I wanna know more about Hedwyn. Because I didn't get to learn a whole lot about him yet. Relatively speaking. I feel like there's more backstory I could unlock with him. And Rutki. But that's neither here nor there, you know. I could see myself playing this game again. Probably not immediately after, 'cause I don't usually do that, but yeah, and I believe we're right outside of the next liberation, so we're at the 4th one. And now I have a conundrum too. It's not just who should be liberated next out of my team, but the next team that I'm going to be facing in the Liberation Rite is the Fate. And I have a very big fondness for the Fate because it's led by Dalbert, the old cur who's like really nice. Oh, she's smiling. And I told myself, I was like, you know, if I ever have to face them in a Liberation Rite, I kind of want to let them win because I kind of want one of them to be free. You know what I mean? So I had to decide. I had to see how I feel about that. All right, what do you want, Bertrude? Yeah, you are unaccustomed to seeing Bertrude smiling, and yet there she is, doing just that. You soon see why. You have observed before how her manner seems to soften to the degree it can whenever Volford is around. Oh. If only I could have seen their faces then. What was your secret, dare I ask, dear Bertrude? Appears that they are reminiscing about old times in the Commonwealth. Oh, okay, so they've known each other that long. Flame-resistant ink, Sandalwood. 'Twas the inks themselves which kept those volumes from being burnt to ash. Oh, that's cool. Flame-resistant inks, of course. The good officers who came to visit, they were so intent on burning all the evidence, they did not stop to think the evidence was fireproof. Was this when they burned his, like, stamping press? Ah, okay. Alas, that they later found a way to burn the stamping press regardless. Oh. Yeah, wait, hold on. In 617 AS? Isn't it like... Almost as unseated from within. Wait, what's year now? I forget what year it is now. I think it's 6 something. Thy written words, they moved us many times, and many others whom we knew there in the southern bogs. No matter, dear Bertrude, what's done is done. At least we made it difficult for them, is that not so? While introducing some of our fellow citizens to new ideas. Perhaps. My words would not have reached near half as many were it not for you, not to mention how I managed to elude them for another decade or so. I'm ever thankful for your sacrifice. Thy thanks shall not be necessary, Sandalwood. Well, you shall have to take them from me anyhow. Thank you, Bertrude, for helping to fulfill a modest author's dream. What good's a stamping press without inks? No good at all. They exchange a laugh at this, but then... Even still, through this new ordeal, thou hast no love for us, is that not so? Bertrude. Nay, we understand full well. Thou needst not further explain thyself. There are different kinds of love, Bertrude. On that account, thou hast nothing to teach us, Sandalwood. Oh boy, oh my god, the drama. They each remain silent for a time. Our hearts, they cannot be controlled, Bertrude. Blasted things they are, they act well on their own. He puts away his pipe. I am blessed to have you in my life, back in the Commonwealth and here as well. I mean that, although I know that it is not enough. God. At first, Bertrude does not seem to acknowledge this in any way, but then... Nay, Sandalwood, it is enough. It is enough. She departs without awaiting a response, brushing past you as she goes. Wolfred soon turns away as well, politely bidding you a good evening. Oh my god! Whoa! The two old friends have evidently managed their way past certain tensions in their long-standing relationship. They rather seem to draw a certain strength from one another. Man, that was good. That was cool. I love okay, when you have like a very deep, intimate relationship with someone, but it's not necessarily like romantic, or I guess even sexual in nature, right? It's just they have a very strong bond, but obviously there's some unrequited feelings apparently, or have been in the past. But it's nice to see that despite that, they were able to still remain really close. That's cool. God, I love it. I love it when they have different relationships in games. He's just staving off critters, or are they trying to break in? Pig's doing cleaning. Sandra's developing new trials. Is she? Oh yeah, Jotara's liberated. Timothy's getting a workout? Gorgon's fixing his helm? What happened to it? Face climbing around outside? Alright, alright. What do we got in the book? We had like a couple pages, I think, that reveal themselves. Okay, we got one for Shaq Six Shoulders. I'm always gonna fuck up this name. Much can be learned of bravery from the tale of Hobe the Swallow. The imp who alone felled the muscular and altogether terrifying Bone Titan. Oh, he was always a bone. Oh, he does have. I see the other two arms across the front of his chest. Okay. My god, he does have 6 shoulders. 6 shoulders sat listless, his appalling frame refusing to be budged. None dared approach the withered fiend, whose plague had spread half across the valley floor. Plague? Like, undead plague, maybe? Undeterred, Hope sprang into action, whilst we but watched. The little one, he flew into the gaping maw of Shax and lodged himself inside the monster's throat. Shax began then to cough and cough and cough until the valley shook. 6 shoulders breathed his last and fell. His putrid flesh then fizzled and was gone. Yet our friend Imp remained. How the fuck? How did he survive, like, being choked on? He puts his entire body in the throat of a giant titan to choke him to death, and somehow Hobe survives. Well, that's pretty impressive. Alright, cool. Oh, the Temperers, because we fought them last time. Mirror, the Horned One, formed the Temperers upon his own ideals. Ingrained in this triumvirate are basic truths about the dual roles of strength and gentleness. The Horned One, he has had a dualistic nature for as long as he and I consider each a friend. The stories I am told about Mirror's youth describe no one I know. I also appreciate that. Having a having a character, because this happens a lot in real life, right? Where you go through a radical change due to various circumstances and you feel like a completely different person than you were, like as a kid or as a teenager or a young adult or whatever, you know? It's good to grow and change in your life, I think. Motherfuckers just built different. Yeah. Damn. All of us are capable of more. I once was an imp that could not write. Mir was once a man that could not think. The Tempers once were ordinary folk. Now they rise to greatness, always striving, never overreaching. They are not like Mir himself. Rather, they are what Mir wished he could be. Oh, that's cool. I think that's it. Yeah, there's no more new ones. Sadly, usual number of abs. God, you're right. That is truly a tragedy. How long has Wolford been? Okay, he's been exiled for 9 years. But the stamping press was destroyed like a decade before that. Aha, see? Right here. Borders on affection. She loves him. But as Wolford says, there's different kinds of love. I feel like if that's one thing the English language could improve on, would be to have a better way of emphasizing different kinds of love. So that way people have less doubt on which one you mean when you're talking about some things. Mostly just for use of text though, because I feel like if you're telling someone you love them, right? Most people can glean the way that you mean it, right? Depending on who you're saying it to and how you're saying it. But when you're saying it in text, it would be kind of nice to have a bit more differentiation. Let us fly! Whee! Is there any, stuff? It's very snowy. I'm concerned that, like, this is actually going to be the last liberation rite. Because, like, we started this, what do you even call this? We started this, I don't know, season. This liberation season. Finding out the stars were dimming. But I'm wondering, like... Oh, look, the imp! Get him! I probably should be running these guys over. I don't know what they're doing. If I had this game on Steam, I wonder if that'd be an achievement. What was I saying? Yeah, so this could be the last one. I don't know if they'd spring it on us so quickly because, like, Wolford was saying, like, oh, well, you know, we'll probably have more tries, just not quite as much as I thought. But who knows? You know, he didn't foresee any of this happening either, so... Let's see. Sir Gilman shall gain favor from the scribes if you land here. Pamitha shall gain favor if you land here. Let's go. I want to see what Pamitha's thinking. Usually I get to read their thoughts when they're doing their prayers. I don't know what she's thinking. You make landing upon Mount Elodiel, where Wolford pulls you aside while the others complete the post-flight inspection. He puffs at his pipe before speaking up. Reader, as you know, I now wear the raiments once again. This means that I myself may soon be worthy to regain my freedom in the eyes of the 8 scribes. No, however, that is not my wish to go just yet. It is true I could be of some benefit to our plan back in the Commonwealth, but I feel my place is here for the time being. Perhaps once the Night Wings are on a surer footing in their path, my time shall come. Those are my feelings on the matter, and I wanted you to know. I shall, of course, defer to you. Our path is not to contradict the reader's will. Anyway, I trust that all of us, yourself included, shall find our freedom. If not soon, then by when all of this is over. I appreciate his confidence. I feel like the game is going to present something like another option, another way for us to get free, even after the rights are... But I'm very curious. I feel like this game is gonna end on a, not a decisive note, but more of a hope for the future note. But I could be wrong. We'll see what happens. Right. Having completed the post-flight inspection, you and Pamitha visit the monument of Gol Golathanian here in Emperor's Fall. Second of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Oath Taker or the Repentant. The Empire's Master General entered exile of his own volition to pursue his liege. I have to hand it to you, Pamitha. You have a real gift of getting yourself into one bad situation after another. Now here you are, praying to the dead to bring the stars back. Is that it? Maybe you'll get out of here this time. Things might be even worse back home. Soon she has finished paying her respects. You return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Gol Golathanian has shown you favor. You soon shall ascend the mountain, though there is now time to pursue your vocations. Ooh, yes. Okay, she has 2 hope. Cool. Oh. Oomst. Oh, good. Yes, yes, yes. Talk to me. You find Pamitha by herself again, though her expression has grown darker than her custom. Leave me be, would you, reader darling? Try to get some good and proper moping done here, and you're distracting me. Leave me be, reader. Just leave me be, reader. Leave me be. You don't want to know what's lurking in my heart or my mind. What you'll find there isn't pretty. But I do want to tell me. Yet something about her thought process is different to you now. You know that with her conditioning, she can resist your scrutiny, but now her thoughts are laid bare to you. Oh! Pamitha's alone with her thoughts. Would that we could all simply understand each other without a need for words. Pamitha knows how to volunteer her thoughts more readily if she has something to share. I don't know. Is this morally wrong for me to, like, poke her a little bit more? See what she's thinking. I'm gonna be meddlesome. I'm gonna be meddlesome enough. See what she's thinking. Here we go. Pamitha seems to be inviting you into her thoughts. I hope I'm reading that right. You remain there in that lonesome space with her. What is it going to take, I wonder, Tamitha? Shall I just go ahead and kill them all? That would be proof enough, perhaps, about my loyalties to you and our sisters. Perhaps I had to start with this one right in front of me. The bond between you severs as Pamitha opens her eyes and stares at you. Then she smiles sweetly and gives a gentle laugh. You see, reader darling, my thoughts are rather cumbersome at times. But do not fear, I have them very well under control. Still, such thoughts being the loathsome things they are, I nonetheless cannot fully suppress them. Yeah, God, I would not want anyone to read my thoughts. You know the random ass shit that goes through my brain? And like, I don't know. You can't really control every single thought that comes in your mind, especially when you start thinking of like, oh my god, don't think this thing, or like, why would you think this kind of thought? And then suddenly you think like the worst things you possibly could. Yeah, I understand Pamitha here. She exhales and looks askance. You know by now, I'm in this mess with all of you. You could say I lack Pamitha's sense of commitment, her zeal. She lives only to see your nation overthrown, or something worse if she could have her way. Centuries of conflict can be quite emboldening that way, especially when one's sister's leading cause of death is Commonwealth forged steel. Wielded with the utmost of mercy, of course. Well, I had little patience for the senselessness of myself. Became a bit of a pariah, I suppose. I knew Tamitha was going to get herself and the others killed someday, so when she was to fly out on this one big mission of hers, I had other arrangements made. But after she was caught, your people did not exactly uphold their end of the bargain. I knew there were such risks, of course, and yet a chance is still a chance. Tamitha was clipped and cast down. A mercy, they called it. I did not see it that way. And in my growing protest of her treatment, I was soon enough to follow. I wonder what the actual agreement was. Like, I feel like surely she would have always been like cast down to the downside, but maybe the clipping part is the ugh. She falls silent for a while. I haven't yet decided if I entirely regret my actions, but I do seek Tamitha's forgiveness, and I wish that she could see my thoughts for what they are, as it seems you can. Then she might realize our nation's people have much more in common than she knows. Sometimes I wonder which of them is the stupider. She brushes past you out of the wagon for now. I feel bad for her. Like, I don't know. Maybe if I could read Tamitha's thoughts, I would see something different. But I really get the feeling that Tamitha does not care about Pamitha anymore. And I feel like at this point it wouldn't matter what she does. Oh, this is the wrong thing. I meant to hit the bio. I feel like it wouldn't matter what Pamitha does at this point, and Tamitha's always going to resent her for it. Let's see. Ooh, here we go. Astral sign, Verdan. She was born on the 31st of 8th moon, suggesting she is practical and easygoing. Crime, conspiracy. She made repeated attempts to make contact with enemy combatants taken into custody. Insurrection. The record states she remained loyal to the Hymen remnants despite claims to contrary. Colonel. Tamitha's been here for 4 years. Okay. She was a talent ace of the Hymen remnants who possessed the talent of her sisters, but not their single-minded zeal. She grew weary of the fighting and decided she would put an end to it. Thus, when a critical battle approached, the Commonwealth was waiting and her own blood sister was among the harps, captured and clipped. She was more guilt-stricken by this turn than she expected. When she attempted to contact her blood sister in exile, she was told that she could seek her firsthand and was exiled in turn. Fucking... God. Like, there's zero room for... They call themselves, like, so merciful, and yet there's, like, zero understanding. It's like, whatever they can use to send someone to the down... Like, exile them and put them in the downside, they use it. Ugh. Gertrude's building a fire. Everyone's patrolling back and forth. He's picking at her food. Just napping. Tariq's conferring with Wilfred. Right. Okay, what do I want for vocation? Oh, I think I can do the glory buff now. I'm gonna do it. Your deepening knowledge of the Book of Rites is not nearly enough. Aspects of it still elude you. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. Oh yeah, let's do some... its fundamental purpose. What have you come to understand of this book? Can you recite its pages yet by heart? Have you internalized its teachings? In its lack of limits, you experience yours. Inspiration comes in a flash. Oh, righteousness. Each rank raises your exile's glory. All Nightwings gain +1. Cool, cool, cool. Probably not going to be that big of a difference overall, but why not? Okay, who should we buff next? We must get more plot with them. Ooh, Wolfred, huh? Or Bertrude? Okay, hold on. Who am I gonna have in this? Oh, but I haven't yet fully decided yet on what I'm gonna do. I should just go with the team that I would want to play, and then if I decide, or if I lose automatically, then I'm not that worried about it. But so I'll have Ametha. Do I want Bertrude or Wolfred? Wolfred has like no EXP yet, so I kind of want him. Okay, we'll try it. Let's do this. Tiza might be the other one I put in the team. En route to the mountaintop, you pass by a monument to Under King Aura's, and Wolfred happens to take notice. Orlek, was this somehow your doing? You who caused the scribes and the stars, who cursed the scribes and the stars themselves? I pray for you this time, and if the scribes will for the rites to be ended, then we shall have to work with that. No setback shall be insurmountable. I appreciate this. I do really like his confidence in that. Soon he has finished paying his respects. As you prepare to continue your ascent, you sense that Under King Aura's has shown him favor. Gain +3 glory. Oh hell yeah. I think we're going up to the... yeah. Oh boy. You and your fellow exiles gather at the foot of Scribe's Gate before an archway carved of stone where stands the Gate Guardian. Greetings to you, Celeste. I see the exiles of the Nightwings have returned, even as the cycle of the rites begins drawing to a close. The Nightwings accept this as the will of the scribes. The Gate Guardian laughs at this softly for some reason. And you, Tariq, do you accept their will as well? But the lone minstrel does not answer her. It is no matter. Now, Nightwings, each of you come forth and state what it is you seek while crossing the Scribe's Gate. One by one, the Nightwings declare themselves. You all pass through as before. When Wolfred takes his turn, Celeste stops him. You, I see you wear the raiments once again. Explain. The cycle of the rites is ending. While I do not know exactly why, I have my fears. One of my contemporaries, he who fell from the summit long ago, he lives and seeks his liberty again. He stands against us now and believes his triumvirate to be the true Nightwing. I remember well the contemporary who you mean. Then the Nightwings stand divided. Yes, and so I wear the raiments once again in case that it may help to right this wrong. For I am Wolfred Sandalwood, and I seek liberty for each of us, so that one day we might all stand shoulder to shoulder on the other side and bring our freedom to the people there. She considers Wolfred's words for a moment. I see. Then move along. The Guardian of Scribe's Gate regards you all, and then she beckons you onward. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth and with glory. Ooh, you think Orlek's gonna show up? Celeste? What is it, Tariq? The will of the scribes. Long have we both followed it. I think you would agree. In equal measure has it drawn us close as separated us. But if their aim now is to keep us apart for another age or longer, then no, I do not accept their will. Oh, more, are we getting more relationship drama? Oh my god. Also, this is the first time he's like smiled like this with his hat off? You blaspheme, Tariq, and at the gate, no less. but the lone minstrel simply puts his hat back on. No, I want to talk more. Then may the scribes themselves admonish me. Until tomorrow night, Celeste. Tell me, I wanna know everyone's relationships. Oh my god. Having reached the peak of Mount Elodio again, you see the vastness of the downslide all around you. It leaves you deep in thought regarding which of your companions ought to go free this night, as Jodario did last time. Oh boy, okay. Let's chat. Hey dude. Wilfred looks up as you approach and smiles. I never thought that I would say such things, my boy, but it's good to wear the raiments and the rites once more. The march of time does have a way of healing certain hurts. Besides, the Nightwings of today, we are very different beasts than the triumvirate which took me in almost a decade ago. Ours was a triumvirate of exactly 3. Well, 4 with Tizo, who proved to be an exception, though historically the Nightwings never took on more exiles than needed. I have mentioned my predecessor, Brighton, and my former companions, Erisa and Oralek. Perhaps naively, I'd hoped that my time with them would not be relevant directly to what we now attempt. But seeing as our stories are now intertwined, do let me know if there's any more you wish to learn of them. Yes! Ask about Brighton? Thus far you've only heard passing reference to Wilfred's predecessor on the Nightwing. Ask about Erisa. She betrayed Orlek, causing the Nightwings to fall apart. Why would she do such a thing? Ask about Orlek. The demon whom you met. What was he like before? Were he and Wilfred close? God. Who do I want to know about the most? I mean, I want to know about all of them. I'm gonna assume that I can talk about all of these, but just in case I couldn't, I think I'm most curious about if he knows more about why Erisa would betray Orlek. You ask about Erisa, who you understand betrayed Orlek at the moment of his liberation, but then perished in the Shimmer Pool. I'm afraid you know the brunt of it, my boy, but I suppose you ought to know something of Erisa's past, that you be quick to judge her solely by her actions. Mind you, I would never make excuses for the terrible choice she ultimately made, but her life, I understand, was very difficult. Erisa had been exiled for the foulest of acts. You could see it plainly branded on her face, such was the heinousness of what she did in the eyes of the Commonwealth. She was an apprentice blacksmith in her youth, taking up the post left by her brother. He had fallen in battle on the blood border, despite wielding their father's own lance and armor. Her father never quite recovered after this, and had grown cruel and detached. It was Erisa who took the brunt of this fury. He expected the impossible of her. One day it was all too much for her, so when he next lashed out at her, she struck back. She struck back again, and again, and again. When they came for her, her father was gone, and she was not herself. She was promptly cast into the downside for her crime, where her hatred for the Commonwealth only grew. Yeah. Erisa was always intense in her demeanor, haunted by her father's memory. More than that, her chief motive for wanting back her freedom was, in hindsight, not a healthy one. She longed to join our nation's enemies, to build for the Highwing remnants a great siege engine that could shatter the defenses of the Commonwealth and forever end our feud. What she ultimately did to Orlek, it was an act of pure and thoughtless desperation. I do not think that it was simply evil, nor do I think that it was personal. I often wondered, though, if, in her final moments in the Shimmer Pool, she understood what she had done, and the depths to which she had fallen. I guess you'll never know. For years, I must admit I hated her, but now, my only hope is that she found a peace untenable during her relatively short life in the downside in the Commonwealth. Furthermore, I hope the life of Erisa offers some perspective yet to those of us who have not made the same mistakes. Now then, was there something else? I mean, yeah, that sucks. Like he said, like he started. It doesn't excuse what she did, right? But it sounds like her life really fucking sucked. And I don't blame her for killing her dad. Like, that sounds pretty legitimate. Like, not that I'm saying you should do that, But in her position, I am not surprised that that's what happened. And I'm not surprised that she would be exiled for either. But like, it's interesting that her goal afterwards was, oh, I'm gonna get free, so that way I can destroy the country that exiled me, you know, like, get it. I mean, I didn't let I didn't lose against the fight against, with Tamitha, because even though Tamitha wanted me to, because I didn't want Tamitha going and like blowing up the entire country, even if I don't like the Commonwealth. All right, well, let's ask about Brighton. We'll save Orlek for last. You inquire about Brighton, who you understand was liberated prior to when Volfred's first joined the Nightwings. I like that he has a portrait. I wonder if you would see him at all. Never met Brighton in person, but I know him rather well by now, though for that matter, my boy. He conducted the rites alongside Orlek and Erisa. So Erisa didn't try to get free when he was doing it. I wonder if she didn't have the thought until afterwards? So do you. What? He studies your reaction for a moment, then... Brighton was born wealthy, but not special otherwise. You would have no reason to have heard of him. He was exiled for negligent misconduct. I do not know exactly why, and I do not care for spreading rumors. I first heard of him through Erisa and Orlek, who found me in a suitable replacement following his liberation. They spoke little of him. Orlek gave the impression they did not see eye to eye, but he assured me I soon would hear from him myself. Oh? What? Wait. Is Brighton the voice? Wait, that wouldn't make sense, why not? Indeed, as I became accustomed to the book, which you know well by now, I soon began to hear the voice. Volfred looks at you as this to see if you have yet to take his meaning. Well, how could Brighton be the voice, though? I mean, I just assumed the voice has been, like... I just kind of assumed that every reader could hear this voice, and that it's been going on since the rite started. Oh! You see, my boy, after Brighton's liberation, he assumed a new identity within the Commonwealth, and a new responsibility to the triumvirate which liberated him. That voice you hear from time to time, whensoever the stars align, is his. Wait, that's like a job you could take on? I assumed it was something more, like, what's the word, grandiose than that? Like, almost like it was someone similar to the scribes themselves, like a sort of figure that's not like a normal person anymore. But it's like a job you can go into. You can, like, narrate the... Huh. Oh, what? He's no longer Brighton. He's now none other than the Archjustice Androboles the Ninth himself. The fuck? Kind of a name? The Grand Judge and figurehead under whose watch the Commonwealth is governed in this day. What the fuck? Those who violate the laws of the Commonwealth face sentencing by the appointed Archjustice. Wait! This guy... We don't know why he was in the downside, but he was exiled to the downside. He gets out of the downside, and he somehow becomes the Archjustice and governs the entire country? How the fuck did that happen? You get, like, nominated into this position? Lots of people have the voice as their job, like Morgan Freeman. Well, okay, but... Is Morgan Freeman an Archjustice? Okay, that's pretty big. That's, huh. Liberated exiles retain certain burdens to their old triumvirates. They have much to thank them for, not just their freedom, but their exalted status in the Commonwealth. The theocratic rulers of the Commonwealth, they do not wear masks and raiment simply for the sake of ceremony. They are not who they appear to be. Their public pasts are nothing but a fabrication. Like Brighton, they once were exiles too. Wait, are they- what? So, is it like you can only become that if you were an exile? Brighton, that voice. He has no love for either one of us by now. He knows full well what he attempts to do, yet he is bound by the traditions of the rites. He shall always stand on ceremony and complain, but I think he knows deep down that he is powerless. How ironic that one of such high status in the Commonwealth should be so frightened of some long-forgotten exile such as we. Interesting! Anyway, that's Brighton for you. He must have seen in you the potential to be one of his staunch supporters for a time. If that's a path you'd wanted to pursue, I should apologize. But he did seem like he... So, when the very first round of rights that I did, I mean, he was kind of mean, but I felt like he was kind of warming up to the reader for like the next 2 cycles, but then he was like, wait, what the fuck? When Volford appeared. He wishes. Now then, whom else should we talk about? Obviously, it's just bid a farewell. Who cares about Oralek? Yes, about what Oralek was like when he and Volford first became acquainted. Volford remained silent for some time. I was very, very sick, you know, when I first landed in the downside. The long trip down the river must have been a little much for me. It was Oralek who found me. He could not have known my capacity to read before he revived me. He was a physician, intolerant of the sight of suffering of any kind. Not just any physician, mind you. A gifted, highly decorated one. He served on the front. Back then, skirmishes erupted frequently, and those such as Oralek, they had to deal with many casualties on either side. In time, he said he grew repulsed by what he saw. This very vaguely reminds me of an indie animation that I watched a month ago or so. Was it called Ursats? Ursats? Maybe? Anyway, it was really fucking cool. It was all indie animation. I was like, you know, no AI or anything like that. It's all cool. I don't know. It was really cool. You want to watch something interesting? It's on YouTube. Yeah, I think it's called Ursats. Like ERSATZ. It's like a half-hour long. It has an interesting plot, interesting characters, pretty good voice acting, pretty good animation. I thought it was a little funky at first, but it really grew on me as I was watching it. Anyway, I love indie projects. The Soden is hardly yearning for an end to all the bloodshed, so he tried to use his status to negotiate a treaty with the Highwing Remnant. Must have gone about how you'd expect. He was given direct orders to return to the front, but when he refused to soil his hands again, they cast him to the downside. So he just decided to like stop fighting because he's like, I have to patch people up and try to keep them alive every single day, and war sucks. And they're like, fuck you, you're being exiled. Okay. Looks super interesting. You have to watch it later. Yeah, give it a look. I mean, it may or may not be your thing, but I was really interested in it. I was like, well, this shit's actually kind of cool. Yeah, that was good. Here, he gained the notice of the Nightwings, and before long, he grew to be one of the finest rights conductors anyone had ever seen. He was instrumental in the liberation of his companions, whose roles in the triumvirate were later filled by Erisa and me. Okay, so he was in the Nightwings for a little while. In time, Oralek's own opportunity for freedom had come up. He longed for it, so that, with his exalted status, he might stand a better chance of negotiating peace. However, on the evening of his liberation, well, you know the story from that point. He breathes a heavy sigh. He and I were kindred spirits for a while. I could not bear to think that he was gone, and now I still cannot entirely believe that he is back. He is our adversary now, transformed, grown cold. Still, part of me is happy that he lives. Make no mistake, of course, I shall not be swayed against our plan, not by Oralek or anyone. As I've said before, we share a higher calling now. As for Oralek, he wants his freedom still, although I wonder if he still remembers why. Anyway, was there something else? Yeah, I'm so curious. There's gotta be a little bit more to Oralek. I don't know, like... I wanna know more about him. I wanna talk to him more. You bid Volfred a good afternoon and leave him with his memories. My pleasure, reader. Reflecting on the past from time to time helps demonstrate how far we've come, yet how much further we have yet to go. Alright. That's some good info. Alright, well, we know who the voice is now. Learned more about Erisa and Orlek. Let's take a look at the shop. Oh, hey guys, so like, I don't know what's going on there with all them stars, all acting real weird and stuff. Let me tell you something here. You ain't gonna find a better deal on all this stuff from anybody. I mean, anybody in the downside. You can trust me when I tell you that, okay? So, go ahead, stock up. Wowie. Okay. This leech looks kind of cute. Got little tiny eyes right there, and these puffy cheeks. It looks kind of cute. Anyway. I can give you this room. Yeah, you too. Is this actually Solium's horn? You know what? Fuck it, we're gonna sell that. By 5, that's by 4. 3. I could buy... Buy biggin. Yeah. Okay, we'll just do that for now. Thanks for stopping by, guys! Oh, downside climate. We're gonna read that before we do anything else. I gotta take my break soon anyway, so I'm kind of stalling before, well, not deliberately stalling, to be fair. But I feel like it might be better if I start the right, you know, after break. Let's see. Downside climate. I know of no polite way to describe the climate here. It presses every living thing, except perhaps the native flora in a few specific areas. Once more, the recommended course is to keep moving. Moving keeps you warm when it is cold. Or, when it's very hot, you use the strength you can to move to somewhere you can think and breathe. The weather in the downside seems intrinsic to the different regions, which is my good friend Molten Melise shall describe. Shelter can be difficult to find, and you cannot stay in it for very long. Perhaps, however, shelter can accompany you rather than constrain you. Oh, okay, okay. That makes sense. The recommended course is to keep moving, so not only like physically moving your body, but also moving with your little wagon. Okay, we can at least like get the rites started, and as long as I do my break before it actually, like, you know, kicks off. Once more, you've gained the fall of Solium, where one among you may go free, but first you shall have to prevail against the fate in the liberation rite. Reader, your companions are gathered there under the fall. They shall be counting on you. Indeed, as the cycle of the rites turns ever faster, so too is our plan set in motion. My agents of the Commonwealth are beginning to cause a bit of a stir out there, and word has reached high places that the rites are ending. This is our chance, though let us not despair should victory elude us here. We shall make the most of whatever the scribes may have in store for us. That is to say, good luck, my boy, this time. Oh my god, there's so many! We're gonna turn you off. What's this one? Dullness the Locket. Your adversary's pyre shall recover up to 5 each time they douse your pyre. Oh, that's an interesting one. Star of the Ash Titan. Oh, this is one of the ones that was routed. Ah. I don't think I've done this one. Time Singer Harn. This was another one routed. Looks really cool. They recovered theirs by dousing mine a little bit. I kind of want to try this one. For funsies. Why not? Maybe I should have done a practice right. Oh well. It's a good song too.
Once more, the Nightwings gain the summit of the sacred Mount Aladiel to conduct the liberation rite. Even as the stars themselves abandon you.
Alright, jackass.
Good upon these final opportunities, reader. This glorious age-old tradition coming to an end upon your watch. I trust the fate your adversaries shall not throw away this chance. Choose now who may go free, should they unfortunately fail.
Oh god. Both the same dialogue. The pyres burn and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. And he concurs. Then anointed one of the fate, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. Now, question: is it going to be Dalbert, or is he going to anointed his son? Because I feel like that's something that he would do. He's like, I'm really old, but my son can go free. Oh, the bent old cur Dalbert steps forward and struggles for a moment with his mask. Greetings, good heralds. I am called Dalbert Oldheart. It is the greatest honor of my years to stand upon this sacred site, upon which the 8 scribes first anointed these glorious proceedings. Oh shit, it's break time. I thought I would get through this bit. Alright. Hey, it's break time. I gotta take a break. I'll be right back in just a few minutes. Maybe I'll make a quick cup of tea. I will leave you with the menu music. If you're not stuck in an ad. Alright. Be back very soon. I'm back. Apparently I didn't even hit the mute button on my mic. Oops. That's fine, I was out of the room anyway. Alright, let's see. Pause that. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, no, there's hopefully no sounds is coming through here, but... Alright. I heat up the water, and instead of making tea, I suddenly decided I'm just gonna have some hot chocolate. So... I made hot chocolate instead. My indulgence for the evening. Ah, alright. Let's get back to the Dalbert dialogue. Nightwings, we are honored to be in your presence once more. Father, they are our adversaries, not our hosts. We need not be so gentle with them. They shall do their utmost to keep you from your freedom. Dalbert, your son speaks out of turn. Control him. My sincerest apologies for his unnecessary outburst. Alma, please, we have worked toward this opportunity and we must make the most of it. He puts his mask back on. Man, I want him to go free. My son and I stand ready to begin. Fuck. Nightwings, your decision. On whose behalf you shall conduct the liberation rite? Reader, I would ask you to choose wisely, but I am sure you know no other way. Thank you, minstrel. Hot chocolate. Oh god, it's a perfect cozy emote usage. Oh, he's so cute. And you, prepare your song, Tariq. Of course, Celeste. God. I want them to direct more.
Do you intend to liberate?
Not Tizo. I'm sorry, Tizo. I've already decided against you, though. It's either gotta be Gilbert. 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 Sorry, Gilman. Or Pamitha. Okay. I think last time I was going back and forth in my head of like, who do I want to liberate? Do I want it to be Pamitha or Gilman? And I have a couple different thoughts in my head. I feel like if we liberate Gilman, he will most certainly join up and help out the plan, right? If he's ready to leave now. How long has he been here? He's been here for 3 years. Pamitha's been here for 4 years. If we liberate Pamitha, I think she'll still help us out, like help out the plan. But I don't know exactly what she wants. You know what I mean? Like, I think she'd like to be out of here. But she seems really fixated on Tamitha still. And to some degree warring with herself on like, I'm committed to doing this, but also I desperately would like, there's a part of me that still wants Tamitha's forgiveness, that wants to do something to earn that forgiveness back, right? Whatever it could be, even those drastic things of like, right, her darkest thoughts are like, hey, if I killed all the Nightwings, would my sister finally forgive me for what I've done? You know, whether or not she tends to even do it, or she even spares it much of an actual serious consideration. I guess I just don't quite know what she wants. Even listening to her mind a few times, but I kind of want her to go free. I kind of want her to go free, and maybe if she's out of here, the downside, maybe she can like try to move on or something, and like try to do something different. I don't know. I kind of want it to be her, if it's going to be someone. And no, I don't know if I'm going to throw the match yet. I think my current idea is like, let's see how it goes at first, and if I naturally start losing, then that's one thing. But if it's like super hardcore easy and I'm like wiping the floor with them or something, then I'll have to consider what I want to do. But who knows, maybe they'll really kick my butt. I think I want it to be Pamitha. It feels right for it to be Pamitha this time. Also, I'm kind of surprised it's not Faye. Do they have to be level 4? Maybe that's what it is. Faye's not level 4 yet. Oh, but Bertrude is, but she's still unworthy. Interesting. Okay. Alright. Let's pick Panther. So I'm to get my shot at all this then. How very thoughtful of you, reader darling.
Who shall strive for her?
Who indeed? I said I was gonna try Wolfred. You need a thingamajig. Here's our remains while grasping the orb, but cannot be cast. Ah, maybe I give you this? Wait, hold on. But his cast is, if I remember correctly. Spawns a sapling in a nearby location. Is that his cast? And then he has shield. Count as a barrier that deflects adversaries casted R's back at them. And then blink. Blink is like his dash. Shield is like his jump, I think, because he can't jump. I think that's how it goes. So Sprout would be his cast, my understanding. That does kind of defeat one of his, okay. Maybe we could give him this, the Mooncrest. Or we could give him something with, for more quickness. He's kind of lacking in quickness. Okay. Now what of you? What if I gave you this? Can I? Can't rank that. I'm curious. I want to see this in action. Maybe we'll do Faye. Maybe we'll do Wolfred. Yeah. Why not?
Wolfred.
Let us prevail this night for you, Pamitha, and for the good of our ailing nation. Also, I kind of want to free Pamitha because I want to force myself to, like, continue trusting her. You know what I mean? Like, I've had the voice try to cast doubt of, like, oh, you have a traitor in your ranks, yeah, blah, 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 you know? And I just want to, like, I want to keep trusting in my entire team, and I want to give them the chance without doubting them. And at the end of the day, if Pamitha leaves and we just never hear from her again, then that's what happens, you know?
Faye.
Alright. Oh, I can help? I think I can help. Okay, I don't use Faye super often, and I've never tried Wolfred before, so I'm kind of handicapping myself a little bit.
The choice is cast.
But this is the one group that I would not be too dismayed to lose to, so. I would be, that's the thing, is I would be just as delighted if Dalbert goes free. We give thanks to have this opportunity to face you, O Night Wings. Now let us strive to our fullest capability with honor and with grace. Save your strength for your right father and for the voyage home. Let this be our final battle against them. Yeah, but you'd still be down here, Almer?
Commence.
What? I hit the wrong fucking button. What? And what are you gonna do about my little sapling, huh? Huh? That's what I thought. What? Oh, bye, Wolfred. What? Oh! Oh! Okay, I managed it. I'm surprised I got that. Oh, I'm sorry, Dalbert. Oop. What? No! I want to see if it would withstand against the... Oh, well. Alright. This doesn't feel very difficult. Oh! Okay, I'm even more glad I brought Faye. You can do this, Almer. I believe in you, and so do the scribes. Wait, what? What is this? What are you talking about? This is the liberation rite. What are you doing? Faye pulls at her mask. I think you're my friend, Almer, and so I'm hoping for the best, for you and for your father. He believes in you, and so do I. But we have to do our very best as well, and I know we cannot all prevail, only the Fate or the Nightwings, but not both, not both. Almer looks on in stunned silence. The outburst seems to have disarmed everyone. We all have to do our very best, and then the scribes, they're gonna watch over us and make everything okay. You'll see, Almer, you'll see. She puts her mask back on as the liberation rite continues. Whether her words flustered your adversaries or emboldened them, you cannot tell. Incredible. I love her. Okay, I didn't mean to jump there. Oh! God damn it! I want to let them win! Hear us now, O noble Jomir, for we beseech you. Surely we cannot prevail without your aid. If ever you have heard my prayers, I beg of you, please smile upon us now. God damn it. Oh, man. It's not even, doesn't even really feel like a contest, but I want them to win, you know? I'm like, I mean, oh my god. Whether from his prayer to the scribes or simply from Dalbert's resolve, something comes over your fellow exiles here. If they are banished now, they shall not soon return. Oh, like our hope went down. Ooh!
The Fate. They claim to honor this tradition, and yet their claims seldom ring true.
I at least have to give him one here.
That's it. Banished all of them.
Damn. Wait, are we just not getting any more lyrics right now? So interesting.
Be gone.
See, it doesn't even feel like much of a contest. This is the unfortunate aspect of fighting them. But like, yes, I know I'm kind of like delaying the inevitable, but like, if they don't get free now, I feel like Dalbert's gonna fucking die down here, you know what I mean? My god, oh my god.
Oh, you poor Nightwings. Your Pyre weakens.
I kind of want them to win, you know, I'm so torn. Ooh, are they getting their Pyre, that's right, because I gave them that, the one buff.
It was dangerously close.
Oofa. Oh! Nice. His little whoo. Hmm.
With grace. No more than a lick of flame remains.
I know, but like...
From burning flame to ash.
Guys, I think I'm gonna throw the match. I think I'm gonna throw the match. I think I want them to... I desperately want them to win. I don't... I want them to win! I want Dalbert to go free! Oh my god, look at him go. I think I'm gonna do it. I made my decision. I'm gonna let them win. Oh, come on!
And there it is, at last.
I'm gonna throw it. I don't.
Proved their worth. The Nightwings, on the other hand. Thus ends the liberation.
You know what? If I didn't do it,
The scribes have chosen.
look at his little tail wagging.
The exile appointed by the fate shall be free.
This old man has earned it.
Of all misdeeds, return to glory in the Commonwealth. His adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
I have no regrets. This is El Ferris. How can you mess that one up? I know they were they were a very tough team. I fought my hardest. Okay, but like, not only do I like Dalbert's team, but I'm seriously considering, like, look, this guy's old. He was thrown down here for, I mean, a lot of people were thrown down here for really shitty reasons anyway, but he was thrown down here because he's an old guy who's trying to honor his own culture's tradition, and the Commonwealth was like, no, fuck you, you can't do that, because we've said so. And his poor, like, foster son was sent down here with them. That's the downside, is now they're gonna be separated. But, like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm curious, you know what? It's my journey, I can make these decisions. Well, if things always went our way, then none of us would be here in the first place, right? I'm sorry, Pamitha, but next time, unless something weird happens, I still intend to choose her. Oh! So it is then that the scribes have smiled on us at last. Yeah, I'm a scribe. Come, Almer, my son, let us be together as a family in this world one last time. Wow! Oh, father, at long last. They embrace father and son. Then Dalbert utters something and touches Almer on his forehead, the prayer of anointment. Before Almer can respond, his father heaves him. He put him in there! He threw him in the pool! So he knows he needed the anointment thing. Unlike what Arisa didn't know. Because this guy knows all of the traditions, so he knew he could throw it on his son and get his son out of here. Oh my god! I'm gonna cry.
Father.
No, father, what have you done? You were anointed first. This victory was yours. Wait, father, it was your time. This was not my time. It was not my time. Oh my god. But the shimmer pool is sealed. Oh. I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry. Farewell, my son, and farewell, Nightwings. Dalbert bows to everyone. Slowly then he walks away. He thinks he's not gonna live to see his son again. Almer earned back his freedom. Almer is set to return to the Commonwealth and leave the downside forever. Accept this, for it is done.
Godspeed, Alma Oldheart.
Wow.
The 8 scribes are watching from afar.
That's so nice.
By their grace, may the cycle of the rites keep
Man.
turning for as long as possible.
I don't want the whole plot beat. The whole plot point really got to me. Anyway. I feel so overwhelmed, I think, because the scribes, I think they speak to me and lift me up whenever I begin to think I'm gonna fall. That was so good. That was even better than I could have imagined. While grasping the orb, Faye sprints and jumps without using stamina. Hell yes. Nice, nice, nice. You didn't even reach level 2. Come on, my dude.
Until the rites begin anew.
I knew you could do it, Almer. I just knew you could do it. I think I always knew, except this is not what anybody wanted. Except the scribes, they must have wanted it this way. They must have wanted it this way, because if not, then why else would it have happened? Why else? Why else? Why else? Oh, now she's like, wait a minute. I didn't know my friend was gonna leave. The stars continue fading. Oh shit. Your chance to liberate grows weaker, something like that. Page revealed on Worth. Ooh, okay. Back at the Black Wagon, after the outcome of the liberation rite against the Fate. Do not despair. Our plan continues, and this was not our last such chance. 63%? It's still decent. Our faith is being tested here, I think. Although you did not succeed in liberating Pamitha, there is some consolation. The rites shall continue, and before long, you shall have another chance. Oh, but they continue for now. We have but a few such liberation rites remaining. Exactly how many I do not wish to speculate about as yet, until such time as we can better say for certain. Under no circumstances would I suggest this is ideal. However, it is opportunity enough that our plan may, as yet, succeed. Although, all of these setbacks, I fear... Wolfred trails off and falls silent. No! Keep your confidence, King! Some of the others exchange looks. They are beginning to understand. With the rites soon ending, everything which Wolfred has sought, both on his own for many years and now with all of you, all of it may have been in vain. The hush spreads to the others. No! No, it's not in vain. But not to you. Oh! You then proceed to do something that none of them seem to expect. You raise your voice. What? I have a voice? Each of your fellow exiles turns to you, their expressions asking you a question with no easy answer. What are we going to do? As you meet Faye's gaze, the word for the occasion begins to crystallize in your mind. You are searching to find the right words as all your fellow exiles are looking to you now. Search for the words to say to your fellow exiles. Interact here to consider what to say. Interact to consider a different angle on this. What the fuck? Oh! This is- whoa, what is this? You tell them that you have all stood together time after time throughout this quest and are now poised to seize upon a glorious opportunity. You've always chosen your words with care. Interact to consider a different way to put this. Oh, this is so cool! Okay, hold on. Well, I could cycle through different options. Tell me you are not going to mince words with everyone here because I know each of you knows each other well. Tell them that you have all struggled to have come this far across the downside through many challenges which you have faced. I kind of like this one. Tell them you all stood together time after time throughout this quest and are now poised to seize upon a glorious opportunity. Hold on. Ah, okay, I could change. This is so cool! I think only a hollow fool would turn back now. Doesn't quite sound right. Hold on, let me try the other. Tell them you're not going to mince words. That would be a grave disservice to the group. Oh, okay. You've all struggled to come this far across the downside, only to reach a slow point in your journey. No, we're gonna be uplifting. Tell them that you've all stood together time after time throughout this quest and are now poised to seize upon a glorious opportunity. Oh, your path to freedom is still laid bare before you all. True freedom is not waiting for you in the Commonwealth. Path is difficult enough without the added burden of despair. None of you pursue this quest with any guarantees. It is a quest you all knew was unlikely to end well. Clearer now that not all of you are going to return. Sure, this is weighed heavily on everyone. Okay, I do kind of like this. It's clear now that not all of you are going to return. Each of you knew this outcome was a possibility. I think being, like, serious about it. This is such a cool way of changing your dialogue. What the fuck? But something far more vital is at stake. You see the imminent conclusion of the rites as a sign. It is a sign that the world is changing. The disappearance of the stars above can be no accident. It's a sign that the scribes are watching, the world is changing. Let's see. Meanwhile, the stars themselves are shining on for you. All of what transpired cannot be mere chance. Spring on to greater feats. You all now have a divine duty to uphold. Glory waits if you can persevere together. The Commonwealth is already in upheaval. Ooh, I kinda like this one. Here you have unfinished business to conduct. You have to resist the forces that would crush you. Upheaval. Its troubles are only beginning. No, I like this unfinished business bit. The injustices committed on the other side cannot continue. Or you have to resist the forces that would crush you. I kinda like this. It's both talking about the grander scheme of things, but also keeping it personal. Commonwealth is already in upheaval. There you have unfinished business to conduct. You have to resist the forces that would crush you. Yeah, let's do that. Now is the time to stand and fight the forces that oppose you, for your own sake, for those who live oppressed. For your people. For each other. Ooh! For those who do not fight, do not prevail. Okay. You now have this opportunity to live with purpose. Oh, okay. You all stand poised to ensure the world you leave behind for your loved one. For each other is a world worth living in. Ensure the world you leave behind for your loved ones. A world worthy of homecoming. Ooh. Oh gosh, I like a few of these combos. Okay, let me focus on the first bit first. You have this opportunity to live with purpose, or you all stand poised to ensure the world you would leave behind for your loved ones. Time to stand and fight the forces that oppose you. I mean, I kind of like this. Now's the time to stand and fight the forces that oppose you. For your own sake, for each other. I like for each other because I can't really speak of how everyone feels about their people, or, you know, their home and whatnot. But for each other, I feel like we care about each other enough for that. For those who live oppressed, I like that one too. Now is the time to stand and fight the forces that oppose you, for each other and for those who live oppressed. Fuck yeah, let's do it. If you cannot see the merit in this quest, then you are unfit to stand among the Nightwings. You're unfit to stand atop the Sacred Mountain. Let's see. When you look at it that way, which side of the world you end up on is up to all of you, to each one of you in your own way. If you can believe any of this, then believe above all in each other. Believe that the plan may yet be achieved. What's the other bits of this? Whether you achieve your freedom is up to all of you. Each one of you in your own way. You need but see your journey to its end. I mean, I kind of like that too. If you can believe any of this, then believe above all in each other. Trust what your heart is telling you. Trust that you may yet prevail together. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on. I kind of like this one too. You can believe in any of this, then believe above all in each other. Trust that you may yet prevail together. Look, I want to foster, like, I want to continue pressing on the point of, like, we're stronger together. And I trust everyone here, and we're gonna keep doing this, you know? What Hedwyn would have wanted. Ooh, that hot chocolate's perfect temperature. Do I like this one? Believe that the plan may yet be achieved. Trust that you may yet prevail together. I like this. Just your heart's telling. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Ah! After a brief period of reflection, you share one last sentiment with the group. Let us stand together now and always. Can you join the others in silence? Let us stand together now and always. Mere distance cannot separate our spirits. The stars have not vanished, they have joined us. Oh, I kind of like that one too. Let us bring out the harmony envisioned by the 8 scribes. I mean, they're cool and all, but like, the people of the Commonwealth need us as we need one another. Let us stand together now and always. I like that. That's yeah. Thus do you remain together with your thoughts. No one speaks for a time, but then... You truly believe that your Commonwealth can change its ways then, reader darling? I suppose that I may yet come to believe it too. Oh, he's so cute! He so vows to stand with you, no matter where your quest shall lead. May along the stars remain a light for you, reader sir. All the while, Wolford remains watching you intently. Yes? His expression softens and he smiles. You are right, of course, my boy. We are the Nightwings. It is precisely as you said. Let us stand together, now and always. Lead us then, reader, to the end of our quest and the dawn of the new age for all our kin. Everyone, for the Nightwings! Ah! They stand with you no matter what. They wait the outcome of your vision of the stars, which burn with renewed fury because now the last rites beckon. Okay, this is apparently the last one. Possibly. Probably. Each of the Nightwings gain +1 hope permanently. Nice! Hell yes. Let us stand together. God, what a cool part of the game! Ah. The stars above now burn with what appears to be a desperate fury, many more of them than usual. At these years to choose amid a myriad of stars. Look upon them all. Are they all gonna light up? Damn. The stars of the 8 scribes, they shine together now as one. The lone minstrel draws breath as though surprised by what he sees. He backs away and averts his eyes. This is another sign the rites are soon to cease. Few chances yet remain to confront the adversaries you have met during your journey. Huh. Interesting. Alright. What's the planner say? So 63%? Okay. The Fate recently prevailed in a liberation rite. They shall not soon regroup. The Fate, they're leaderless. The former leader of the Fate has resigned after freeing his son on a liberation rite. He resigned! Oh, he's not even going to continue it anymore. He really just intends to stay down here then forever, or you know, the rest of his life. Damn, dude. Tempers have won 10 times. Wah. I hate that the name's crossed out. Wah. I'm glad he's not like dead. I was concerned. The heck? Damn, yeah, what the heck? This guy, oh. See, the essence, the withdrawn, and chastity of all 1-8. Huh. I only fought these guys once. The other stats. I think everyone else I've done twice. Yeah. Alright. Let's see, the Pyre Hearts. The Withdrawn. The Essence. Oh, we could get more potential drama. Amethyst. Chastity, fuck them. The Temperers. Okay. The Accusers. I also don't really care about the Accusers in the sense of like... I mean, he just seems like an asshole. Manly's kind of the same way too, though, to be fair. But the Essence, like, you know, Pamitha has a personal connection. Yeah, let's sure. Why not? Also, notice how this next set of rites started immediately. Like, we didn't even have to wait several months. The stars revealed to you a path toward the Hulk of Ores, where the rites shall soon continue. Come morning, your travels shall continue. For now, everyone needs rest. Oops. Let's read this before we talk to him. On Worth. The fallen empire of Sar was ruled according to an ancient bloodline thought to be infallible. Our society shall instead be by those who earn the privilege. We the Eight, we cannot bear the burden of determining your worth. It shall be determined by your peers and by you yourself. We shall provide a framing through the rites to put you to the test against yourselves, against your kin, against your adversaries. The downside cannot let us all go free, thus freedom to the worthy. As the worthy, your true calling then begins, as you return to a society which longs to learn the wisdom you've gained along your path. The worthy shall lead. Oh, and you consider Brighton to be worthy, huh? Hello, my boy. Tizo and I, we were just reminiscing on old times. Well, Tizo's happy to have Wolfred back among the Nightwings again. Thank you, Tizo. I'm happy to be back among the Nightwings as well. Though you understand why we were forced to be apart for so long, don't you? Tizo indicates he understands full well. I trust Tariq provided some good company and song during the intervening time. Tizo confirms he did enjoy traveling alongside the lone minstrel for some time. And there he is, right on cue. Something I could do for you, Wolfred, sir. Wolfred laughs warmly at this. No, Tariq, we are well enough for now. Tizo and I, we were just remembering the time when we first met, the three of us. Tizo was rather apprehensive then, as I recall. He was merely being circumspect, I'm sure. Tizo has the sharpest instincts of us all. But the bite he gave to you, sir, it left a permanent impression, did it not? He bit him? Amazing. It did indeed. I consider it a mark of friendship. May it stay with me for all my days. It is a good reminder that despite the challenges we faced together in the past, my time among the Nightwings has been extraordinary. Likewise, I can say the same, sir. What? Tizo shares the sentiment as well. Wolfred turns to you. I should apologize, my boy. Here we're talking about a history you do not share. Believe me when I say we're skipping over many of the bad parts. Understandable. What I mean is, it isn't my intention to exclude you as we wax nostalgic. The Nightwings that you know, we are a strange assortment, are we not? I was kind of thinking, like, some of the eavesdropping or whatever, like, not really eavesdropping because everyone can see me sitting here, I guess, right? But, like, how it could feel sometimes, like when you're hanging out with people and maybe you've known them for a couple years or something yourself, but they've known each other for like 20 plus years and they start reminiscing about stuff and they start talking about other stuff that doesn't involve you and that you feel like you can't really comment on, and then sometimes you start to feel a little left out and you're like, you're both enjoying hearing people you care about talk about their past. But if it goes on for too long, then maybe there's a part of you that just feels like, oh man, I wish I was there too. Like, oh, I wish I knew you guys longer, you know. Those of us who share some kinship from the past, I suppose we cannot help but seek some warmth in it. But it should not be to the exclusion of the friendships that we forge right now. Yes! Exactly! Good job. I like Wilfred. I like him now. I can't help myself. I also trust him. Even though he can wipe out people's memories, apparently. At least temporarily. So please, why don't you join us for a bit? Oh! Ah! Together you, Wilfred, Tizo, and the Lone Minstrel talk a while about the times gone by. Wah! The three of them are pleased to be back in another's company again, having grown close through shared experiences in the past. Just the same, they have welcomed you into the group. Whoa! In spite of the hardships you have faced, some of these idle moments that you share together may one day form memories you think back on with fondness. Oh yeah. Soon the conversations wind down, though it lifted all your spirits for a while. Yay! Oh. Tamitha's away. Bertrude's away. Oh, everyone's still away. Oh, this makes sense. Sandra's cursing the scribes. Understandable. Alright. Continue. There is no time now to return to Moonlight Alcove as before, as the stars already urged you on. Everyone is ready to make haste for the Hulk of Horrors. Alright, let's go! There's no inclement weather either. Whee! Any points of interest? Wait, mates, look who ran into us again! You gave us a proper licking last time, and we owe you for it! You know, I gotta say, I kinda like your style there. Come crashing right into us like you ain't even care, that's pretty good. Keep telling my mates here we ought to do the same. You should. I didn't even know that you were there. But now I do. Oh, get him! Where's he? I'm sorry, Imp. My thought is that it's the same one that I keep whacking into, and he just constantly respawns. Oh, we have a few spots we can land up here. I'm gonna check down south just to be sure. Make sure there's no extra stuff down here. Extra dialogue. Oh, it's like, I just realized like the top of Eastlac is all sparkling, like stained glassy. I wonder if that's like the seals. Yeah. Hey, looks like there's nothing special. All right, figure out where to land. What have you got? Wolford believes this should be an expedient path to the Hulk of Horrors. He believes that the 8 scribes shall bless you here. Bertrude thinks this shall be the quickest route, leaving you time for your vocation. Oh, excuse me. Sure. Let's do with what Bertrude says. See, soulless. You and Bertrude make a quick search of the boundless waters of Ragged Rock. However, you find nothing of note. Ugh, uneventful. Fine. You soon return to the Black Wagon, where the others are preoccupied with their own pursuits. You should have enough time to pursue your vocations. Ooh. Hey, Bertrude. Approach Bertrude just as you finished polishing the various bottles, flasks, and vials that your fellow exile have collected during your travels to the downside. The evidence of thy travails, how brazenly you yet put them on display. Ye tempt these lands to swallow ye. No need to, Nonetheless, these trinkets stir our memories, not merely of these lands, but of the country whence we came. Know, reading one, that we are here because of Sandalwood. We met him long ago within the southern bogs. He offered many courtesies, in exchange we found agreeable. We sought then certain reagents necessary to our studies of the heavens and the earth, and he knew where to procure them. In exchange, we were to boil for him our finest inks, a certain recipe notorious yet secret. Its stain could never be removed. Oh, but the Commonwealth misliked it. 'Twas then we first began collecting samples of the regions of the downside, for Sandalwood was ever true to his word. Long had we studied this accursed place. Black Basin, the chaos of the deathless tempest, the richness of the bogs of flagging hands. Land so far away, and yet they called to us. If Molten Melith was able to traverse the downside in its entirety an age ago, then surely 'twas not beyond reckoning that we could do the same. This voice is hard to keep up. Furthermore, but she hesitates. It matters not, reading one. Thou hast indulged our tales long enough for now. But she heard my comment. She's like, oh, fine, you can't do my voice? Alright. She slithers away without further explanation. She seems reluctant to discuss the circumstances of her past with Wolfred. You sense that she is here by choice. Okay. Ah! Astral sign Pyre. She was born on the 22nd of second moon, suggesting she is introspective and thoughtful. Crime conspiracy. She was an accomplice to an illegal stamping press operation, providing inks and other materials. Insurrection. The record states she demonstrated a willful disregard for Commonwealth doctrine. Oh, she's been here for 21 years? Holy shit. Okay. So they got her first. She's been down here for, 12 years longer than Wolfred? Alright. I thought they were a little bit closer together than that, but... as far as their exiled years. If you needed someone cursed, or guarantees a fortune on a big day, or to consort with elder patrons such as Ophem Unburied or Marsus Needle Eyes, you would go see Bertrude. Who these? He died repenting and did not linger in his grave for very long at all. Oh, undead, okay. Marsus Needle Eyes. It is widely held that nothing beneath the heavens is beneath his notice. She was one of the most infamous alchemists of her day and plied her trade right under the colonists' nose without regard. Ironically, it was a modest-sounding request for printing inks that ultimately got her into trouble, resulting in her exile. In the downside, her reputation preceded her, and she resumed her practice. Alright, cool. Realized, wait... okay, I don't... Nice. I could do the last one, but what if I mentored a companion instead? What if I forged? You know what? Let's do the last study. Why not? We're gonna max out this shit. This is the last one I need to do. Ooh, the book seems to push back against you. Your sense of its hidden meaning crumbles under layers of contradiction, of missing details, and yet you feel a thorough knowledge of it now. It is more artifact than book. Its power almost solely rests within the reader, who makes time to form a certain meaning from the many passages unwritten. Yet the glimpse of knowledge you approached just then called back at you to stop and go no further, not to press too forcefully against the outer limits of your understanding. Interesting! Nevertheless, for what you recognize shall have to be the final time, inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within. Even now, you cannot tell. Nice. Heck yeah, finish studying. Oh! It's because hold on, I gotta drink more water. It's part of my problem. You look up to see the lone minstrel there. You had not noticed him. He looks up at you with his strange eyes, a color not unlike the bindings of the book, and he smiles at you faintly. He does have these really cool eyes. Ah! The moment passes and he turns to go about his business. No, talk to me. He leaves you there. You realize you are clutching the Book of Rites to your chest. You manage to pull away. He's like, I know what you've been doing. I know you've been studying. Alright, Hulk of Auras. I think it's just Hulk of Auras, but I want to say Auras. Stop the wagon, now. Eh? The Black Wagon has shuddered to a stop en route to the Hulk of Auras. There's some commotion as Volfred motions for everyone to be still. Uh-oh. There, ahead. Seems we have a visitor. Is it Orlek? He points into the distance. However, when you scan the horizon, everything is still. You see no sign of whomever Volfred referred to. Still, he indicates caution. I am certain I saw someone, directly in the road. A tense moment passes, then another. Then Volfred tenses up. Yo, please. There he is. Look there. Look toward where he signals, and then at last you see the cause of his concern. There's no mistaking who it is. It's gotta be Orlek, right? Oh yeah! Orlek stands there, near motionless, atop some forgotten rock jutting from the undulating waves, a fair distance away. Yeah, well, this right here around his horns, it looks a lot like a big version of what Tiso wears on his horn. Also, I think he has like 2 sets of horns, yeah? Smaller ones? He stands directly on the path of your Black Wagon. Yes? Yet he shows no sign of acknowledging the wagon's presence. He appears only to be waiting for something, likely for you all. Volfred gets your attention quietly. Well, my boy, I'm open to suggestions here. Orlek likely hasn't come to pay a social visit. What? Are we gonna write it out? Like, what are we... Orlek stands in your path. What shall you do? Press forward. You have a right to get to. Orlek may wish to stand in the way, but can be made to move. Turn back. Confrontation outside the bounds of the rights is forbidden. Orlek ought to be avoided. Hail him! Orlek may be here to talk. If you reach out to him, perhaps you can communicate in peace. Y'all. I already know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hail him. If there's any chance I get to talk to a character. Especially someone that I kind of want to understand more of. Even if it ends up in a fight, right? You know? There's no way I'm not gonna do the third option. Alright, let's hail him. There has to be a way to reason with Orlek and bridge differences between him and his former triumvirate. Perhaps he has come to negotiate. He probably hasn't, but we're gonna be that guy anyway. I am uncertain Orlek is willing to be reasonable at this point, after everything he has been through, though I'm hopeful you are right. You give the signal for the drive imps to start the wagon and head toward him. Also, I'm gonna have to take a break in like 40 seconds. But just as you reach the point where Orlek once stood... he has vanished. Surveying our strength, perhaps. His motives are plain, but his intentions unclear. Indeed, Orlek is nowhere to be found now. What? No, I want to talk! The unnerving encounter causes everyone to fall silent for the remainder of the trip. No! Coward! I wanted to talk to you. Ugh. Alright. The wagon finally arrives at the Hulk of Auras, where there's still no sign of Orlek, or your next adversaries for that matter. Your companions organize a quick search about the premise, leaving you to watch the wagon under the rites commencement. Alright, perfect time to take a little break. I really like the thing that plays in this spot. Alright. Okay, break time. I will be back in just a few minutes. I'll leave you with the old main menu music, as usual. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I will be back very soon. deck. Okay, pause this. Just restarted too. There we go. Let's go back to this music. Man, I really want to talk to Orlek. I hope he comes back and actually have a conversation or something. Oh! Oh my god. What the fuck? Okay, the timing of that couldn't have been any better. I'm gonna take a sip of my hot chocolate. It's not very hot anymore. I mean, it's like lukewarm, but you know. I got a Buckabully base sitting in here. Oh. Like, is this like a hair that got stuck in my hot chocolate? What the heck? I'm gonna blame it on Keiki. Okay. What the fuck? Something is wrong. Someone is here alone with you. Hello. He just... Orlek. He seems to have something on his mind. Oh my god. Tizo's away. Oh my god, did they run away? Sounds just talking to herself, of course. Tariq's preparing for the night. Wolfred's away. Ametha's away. Bertrude's away. Yeoman's away. Faye's away. The only one that's still here is Tariq, of course, because he's the minstrel. Okay. I'm so curious. Is this because I tried to hail him earlier, or is this the automatic outcome of regardless of like which one of those options I had picked? Oh god, I gotta think of a voice for him. Orlek seems to be examining various objects in the wagon. Whether he has noticed you, you cannot tell. Obviously, he's noticed me. What he is doing here and how he got unnoticed, you cannot imagine. Well, maybe the wagon likes him. He was in here at one point, all the time. You watch him go about whatever he's doing, examining all sorts of things that you and your fellow exiles gathered on your journey. I need a bit more water. He shakes his head. Are you reminiscing? All of these trinkets. This wagon is most different now. Welcoming, and yet I am unwelcome here, it seems. In my own wagon. He's smiling out of the way. Hello. He directs his gaze at you, acknowledging your presence for the first time. So Faye kind of clues us in. I feel like the wagon is, to some extent, almost like a sentient being, but I don't know. That could just be... You, a mere shadow. Tell me something. Who are you to them? Orlek wishes to know your connection to the Nightwings. Say you are their raider. He may as well know the truth of it. You sense no reason to mislead him. Say you're their friend. Your relationship to his band has grown to become more than just your role in the rites. I mean, this is true. Say you are no one. Who or what you are is of little consequence, certainly not to the likes of him. Say nothing. Whatever he seems to be driving at, you could think of no compelling reason to comply. We have, and always have been, a very honest person. I could say I'm their reader, but no, I'm gonna say I'm their friend, because I am. You tell Orlek that you've traveled all across the downside with this group and count them as your trusted friends. It is a different group now than in his day. We didn't have to add that. A friend, is it? Beware then, for the Nightwings do not always treat their friends with all due charity. Relay to them a message for me, Shadow. I was gonna say I have a name, but then I'm like, wait, do I have a name in this game? I've always been called Raider. Tell them I shall have my night. You wanna stay for dinner? He strides right past you toward the door, but then he turns to you again once more. Is he gonna accept it? I shall have my night. Then Orlek is gone. Damn. Can't even ask this guy out on a date. Well, that was cool. I like that this door is shut. It's still away, I assume. I like to think that Tariq is just like nearby and watched all this happen and is like, huh, okay. Okay, well, that was cool. Oh, some of your companions return as you exit the wagon. You explain what happened. Okay, good, I'm telling them. However, none of them saw Oralek. Can he just turn invisible? I believe you, my boy. Oralek, he is unwell. It is good you did not come to harm. There was a brief thought in my head of like, would he try to kill me? But I was like, surely not. Now let us make sure the same can be said of the wagon. You and the others conduct an exhaustive search in and around the Black Wagon for any signs of objects missing or tampered with, as well as signs of damage or foul play. Would he do that? I don't know, like... I don't know enough about him to know if he would do something like that, of like, foul play, right? The search yields nothing. No one can find any sign that anything was moved or tampered with. Even the drive-ins seem calm. Well, that just happened. Yeah. The incident leaves you questioning your own recollection of what happened. You try to clear your mind for the right is soon now to commence. No, it definitely happened. Okay, so my assumption right now, or prediction, is that we may not see Orlek again until the Liberation Rite. In which case, he will be the one there that we're fighting against. I don't know, but like, Celeste considers him a part of the Nightwing still, right? Because he was technically always part of the Nightwings, and then he now has a quote-unquote new group called the True Nightwings. So, it's possible, like, I don't know, would the scribes just stop the rites if he tried to go against us? I don't know. I have no idea. And anyway... Oh, hey, you guys, always nice to see some more customers because, you know, I don't always get too much around here. And sometimes it gets kind of lonely here, I guess. But I thought you always had customers, dude. Typhoon bottle? What a cool bottle, oh my god. While the bear's triumvirate is banished, adversaries are slowed and cannot use abilities? That's cool. Water's taken from the Deathless Tempest, which boil now with an even greater rage. 200. Jesus. Man. Pleasure was all mine and Dad's, you guys. Alright, I guess we're commencing the rite. Ooh. Tamitha finds you as everyone is preparing for the coming rite against the Essence. Despite this meaning yet another confrontation with her blood sister, she seems very calm. I know what you're thinking, reader darling, so let me assuage any misgivings you might have here. It'll be strictly business between me and Tamitha this time. Believe me, I know there's nothing I could do for her. I am nothing to her, but I could still be of use to all of you. Oh, I got Tamitha in here as I was tired of our kind throwing ourselves against the Commonwealth lances. Maybe this plan of yours might finally ensure an end to all of that. Or plan of ours. She flies off to join the others just as night begins to fall and usher in the stars. Oh, the sky is so red. Jesus! Ramene. Oh! The tattered mantle. After your adversaries grasp the orb, their auras shall slowly shrink rather than vanish. That's cool. Star of the Imp Titan, once slain by the traitor Kaelmer Ropecaller. Ooh. Now, I've been wanting to use the Time Singer.
Time Singer Han.
I'm gonna try her. Boom, boom, boom. that right there, that tactic, they've done that to me before.
Ah, the infamous Raider returns.
Thanks.
Along with his remaining retinue of miscreants.
Uh-huh.
Too bad you failed to rid yourself of yet another one last time. Your adversaries, the Essence. As with you, they must be very desperate for their freedom. They shall not make it any easier from here.
Mm-hmm. I wonder who... Oh, yeah, I already assume it's gonna be Orlek. Once more, does this commonwealth fill darken an already inauspicious night? Amethyst remains steady alongside your fellow exiles and shows no response to being in the presence of her blood sister once again. Amethyst looks right at her the entire time she speaks, but never once acknowledges her directly. Wow. But there is no more need for any talk between our kind. We are forever at cross purposes. No further proof is needed than the circumstances under which we meet. Amethyst does not acknowledge her. You sense only that she is focused on the right, set to commence any moment now. Oh.
Who shall besmirch the Nightwing's name?
Wow, stop being such an asshole, dude. Oh, sorry. I hit the wrong button. Wait, she's been exiled for 7 years. How long has Panther exiled? Is it the same? No, 4. Oh, okay. So, Tamitha was here for 3 years before they finally decided to convict Tamitha as well for trying to contact her. Interesting. Oh my god, look at Tizo, he's almost completely leveled up. Okay, I think Pamitha, Tizo, they have 3 harps. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. Alright. Where's faster? The orb. She can return faster. Okay, yeah.
Tizo.
And who next? He could use a bit more buffing, honestly. Can I buff this up? I don't think I do. I mean, I could though. We'll just yeah, sure, we'll use them again.
Volfred, it is done.
Prepare yourselves, everyone. Come forth, you Commonwealth scum. Sisters, show them no quarter. What about a dime? That still somehow killed me instead. Alright. Oh, I didn't blow up in time! Damn. These guys are the only one that I lost to. They were the first one I lost to, I think, right? You'll have to do better than that, you Commonwealth plebs. Alright, bitch. How about that? Hell yeah. Give me that ball, bitch. What? No! My ball! Oh! Alright.
orbs and
She threw it right in, huh? This girl. Ha!
The imp did it.
Good job, Tizo. Oh!
Tabitha, be gone.
She bounced over it again. I'm not quite sure I understand that one. Ah! Help me! Wolfred, run!
Your pyre
Oh.
sputters.
I thought he stole the ball. That was silly of me. Ah!
Her wings have served her true. Oh,
Shitballs.
the orb.
Okay.
Ouch.
Oh! Oh!
Now that is how
Okay, okay, okay. Getting there, getting there.
your adversary's pyre now falls short of yours.
No! Tabitha, please. Oh! Can you get over there? Wolford, please. Shitballs.
Mere attempt. Oof.
What? Hello? Alright. No, they got it! This means I get Tizo back though.
Your pyre shall soon be ashes on the ground.
We'll see about that, jerk face.
Who?
Fuck you.
The orb. And it is
Ahem. Oof, that was a little tough.
victory, yet nonetheless commendable.
Oh, I'm surprised he said that.
The rite is complete.
Defeated, are we? And I hope that you shall see your commonwealth again with your own eyes, so that you can watch it burn. Yeah, but...
Bask now in the wisdom of the spirits.
Tizo! He's max level! A hidden power, a terrible unbridled fury seems to have awakened within Tizo. All in all, he seems very enthusiastic about it. Hell yes. Tizo's implode ability can banish adversaries in a much wider area, or... If banished, Tizo drops a moon sign allies can instantly transport to from their pyre. No, we might as well just max out this side, I think.
Praise be to Haub the Swallow.
Nice, nice. There we go. Good job.
Wilfred always was a little slow to pick things up.
Wow. It's been a while since my last outings in the rites, begging for your continued patience as I recollect the way. Aha! Legacies of Old Hundred Mines. Rites masteries enhancing a sap's ability to spawn saplings and protect his triumvirate. To persevere in a rite. Okay. Wherever traveled Luce Glorian, he planted his roots and spread his wisdom to all those who would listen. If Wilfred is banished, the sapling shall automatically spawn near his pyre until he returns. Oh, okay, so like just a little extra defensive buff. It is said that the strength and wisdom of the ages always followed in the root steps of Luce Glorian. After casting Sprout, Wilfred's sapling spawns faster than usual and gains a larger aura. Okay. The Hundred Minds always knew that all the knowledge of his ancestry was always there to guide him. After casting Sprout, Wilfred may remotely detonate his sapling in an aura burst. Oh! Epiphanies about the very nature of the world occurred with regularity to Luce Glorian the Hundred Minds. When Wilfred and his allies are banished, adversaries are slowed and cannot use abilities. Okay, okay. The winds of change shall scour the land from whence we came, but leave this land untouched. Cool. Once per right, if Wilfred's adversaries extinguish his pyre, it is restored by +10 instead. Oh! Pyre, but not restore, stacks with similar effects. It was Luce Glorian who ushered in the modern age and showed his people that a flame need not be feared. Oh, I like that. Using his shield ability, Volfred shields his allies as well. Oh, that's cool. He fearlessly explored the other side and was among the first to venture down the river that later took his name. Volfred permanently gains +5 hope, hastening how quickly he returns from banishment. The great sap scholar, having fathomed every thought, still always smiled when he met someone. Oh. Once per right, if Volfred's adversaries extinguish his pyre, it is restored by 40 instead. The stars, well hidden from us on the other side, here now reveal themselves. Luce Glorian to Slim Mirror. I think we're gonna go this route. Sure.
'Tis the wisdom of old 100 lines.
Heck yeah.
Be gone now from my sight.
Alright, dude. Oh, that's him! That's the voice! Back at the Black Wagon, you find the lone minstrel examining your fellow exiles after they defeated the Essence in a narrow victory. Yeah, that dialogue definitely changes every time. It is plain to you that none of them look well. Uh-oh. The lone minstrel notices you there and turns to you. Reader, the faster turning of the cycle of the rites has put a strain on everyone. We have multiple cases of banishment sickness this time. Oh. It is fortunate that your other companions are available to conduct the coming rite, because I fear that this group requires rest. You bid Pam with a swift recovery and she nods weakly in response. This makes sense. You exchange a look with Volfred, who seems exhausted after the last rite. As for Tizo, it is clear to you that he wishes to be left alone right now. Leave the lone minstrel to look after them and turn your attention to the stars that remain shining in the dark outside. Alright. Oh! Damn. The stars yet shine for you, revealing various paths forward. You gaze into the darkness of the night. Alright. What we got? Oh, only 3? Okay. The chastity? Nah. The accusers? The withdrawn? Ooh, we should go to the withdrawn. Go to the withdrawn because we have Bertrude with us. I'm gonna see if they talk shit to each other. You are set to re-encounter the Withdrawn, led by Witch Udmilde. However outlandish her intentions seem, one ought to be aware of her. Oh, also, I haven't got his, thing about her. He then reveals what he's learned of her and her designs. Witch Udmilde, one of the Bog Dwellers and head of the Withdrawn, a triumvirate more interested in the legends of Islak the Astralborn than in the ranks. Her kind was known to be reclusive in the Commonwealth, yet she was brazen in her disdain for common values. She practiced the unspeakable. Somehow, one day, her research into flammable reagents grew into an obsession with Islak, despite widely held belief that he's dead or never did exist. But Udmilde held that Islak is merely dormant and shall someday be reborn with newfound hunger, which could only be sated by devouring the world. Of course. Then at last could Islak return to his glorious home, and Udmilde would go with him. Oh, okay. So she wants... Okay. Why does she think that she would go with him? When Commonwealth officials showed up to take Udmilde in for spreading unrest, she was all too eager to comply. Of course she would be, yeah. After all, a sentence to the downside meant being that much closer to Islak's resting place, where she believed she had much work to do, where the Withdrawn stood ready to assist. In short, the 8 scribes certainly would not approve of what she aims to do, so be careful in her presence, reader, and for now, good night. You bid the lone minstrel a restful night in kind. It is too late to take flight, so you expect to pass onward come daylight. Oh, yes, Time Singer Harn. Ooh, mushrooms. Oink. Amethyst having a nap. Gertrude's regaining her strength. Sir Gilman is saluting the Underking. Faye's warming up near the campfire. We have a campfire? He's securing the wagon for the night. Faye's packing up the wagon. Wilfred's locking up for the night. Oh, what's the stats? The temper's 1 again. They're at 11 now. Nice. Chastity is at 9. Ugh. Ugh. Hmm. Time Singer Harn. The tempests ravaging the downside are the handiwork of the Time Singer Harn, known as the Sky Titan. The furious elements, they are his troubled dreams, manifested in this troubled land. We, the Eight, we sought to cure him of his ailment, for his unrelenting and unpleasant dreams had long become our treacherous reality. One night, we drew him toward the Rite of Flame, a stratagem of Solium Mir's design. There he was stricken by the stars, and dazed, and overcome by their eternal shining glory. The Sky Titan thus bonded with the sky. The tempest which remained there but lasting traces of his waking dream. Oh, interesting. So it feels less like they fought and defeated him and more like they coerced him into becoming one with the actual sky and the stars. That's cool. I like that. Hmm. Nice. Alright, continue. Have some false chocolate. Alright, let's see whose wagon we'll bump into today. Oh, Imp! Get him! Get his ass! I'm sorry, Imp. Pisa seems enthusiastic about the prospects of taking this route. A hushed clearing. Let's see. Bertrude suspects you may find something of value along this route. Probably go to the needle field, mayhap. Is there any other goodies to see up here? Oh my god, another imp. Bonk. Oh! Yes! Wolford approaches as you fly above his hidden lair at the Moonlight Alcove. Cannot help but wonder if you shall ever return there. Our dear alcove, I've asked my agents to break down the place. It shall soon be gone if it isn't already. We shall not be returning. Aww. We've not the time to do so anyway, and with Orlek back among the living now and no longer fond of me, I dare not think what he could do with it. Unfortunately, hiding places are of little value once they're found. Once all of this is over, those of us who do not manage to return, we shall have to find another place to live. To try to live, at least. That's sad. Glad I went up there. Okay. Yeah. Because we went to Cinder Route last time I was here, I'm pretty sure. Let's go to the Needle Field. Rummage with Tizo. I love how, like, suffocating this frame is. The Imp Tizo's nose has not ceased twitching since your arrival in Needlefield. Little Imp Tizo's keen sense for things now takes you far into the thick underbrush of Needlefield. Keeping up with him proves difficult at times. All of a sudden, he begins to hop and screech. Oh. Tizo wants you to help him dig up something right under his feet. Begin to dig in the vicinity and soon uncover something long since buried, perhaps for someone such as you to find. You received Bright Wisp. Ooh, rank 15 talisman. If banished while possessing the orb, the bearer has a chance to automatically pass it. Oh, 75%. Tiny light-emitting creature in this cask has taken residence there by choice, despite appearing trapped. Oh, okay, that's good. I feel better about that. Turn to the wagon. Oh.
You are nothing, reader.
What?
Nothing but a mindless cripple.
Okay.
Your every action is a stain upon the legacy of the 8 scribes.
I can't hear him drinking my hot chocolate.
The rites have been a long-held secret to keep out those such as you.
This jackass. I think I'd like to punch him when I get out. You wake from what little sleep you managed this past night. Once more, the voice tormented you within your dreams. You attempt to rid your memory of it. If the voice truly is that of the Archjustice Androboles Ninth himself, as Volfred indicated, then none of you are likely to receive too warm a welcome should you regain your freedom. I'm gonna... Alright, Glade of Blue. Oh. Oh, wait! Okay, well, I wonder who this is gonna be for. Do you think it'd be from Almer? Would Almer send us a message? He wouldn't, would he? A messenger imp bearing the news and rumors from the other side finds you somewhere in the razor brambles of Black Basin. Oh! Oh! Wait, hold on. This time around, the news pertains to Dalbert of the triumvirate known as the Fate. In the Liberation Rite, he finally earned back his freedom after many failed attempts. But he gave it to his son, right? Yeah. Okay. However, the freedom he awarded to his son, Almer, so that he could go home instead. Much to Almer's disbelief, there seemed no way for the two to go together. Back in the Commonwealth, Almer grew reclusive in spite of his newfound status and the hospitality afforded him, and in spite of Dalbert's wishes for his well-being. No, Almer! Live for your father! And as for Dalbert, once separated from his son, his advanced age at last caught up with him. He shall not conduct another rite. All of this shook the remaining members of the Fate. If ever they regroup, it shall not be soon, and you shall not encounter them again. Yeah... I saw that in the planner. Afterwards, you find Faye on her own, speaking softly to herself. Watch over him, O scribes. Watch over him, O scribes. Oh, please watch over him. No, that's so sad. The news brings you no joy, although you thank the messenger for delivering it, and cling to a hope that the legacy of the Old Heart clan is not yet complete. That's so interesting! It makes me wonder two different things, right? First of all, if I didn't throw the match for them to win, right? I assume Dalbert would still be like going through with the rites, and Almer would still be here with him. Because like Dalbert's whole like goal apparently was to get his son out of here. And then it makes me think like, is there a different way it could have turned out? I don't know. I cannot imagine Dalbert not doing that now that I know that it was his intention. Oh, that's very sad. It's also a really interesting outcome because like my hope was for something good to come of it, right? Because I was like, okay, I genuinely think these are good people and I would like for one of them to get free. But it seems like it kind of like, it doesn't seem like a very positive outcome, you know? I'm glad I did it though. I really wanted to know what happened. But it seems sad. Oh, hey guys, what brings you here again? Let me guess, the finest deals and all the downside, that's what, am I right? Oh yes, for sure. Permanently grants quickness. Oh. Take this. Wow, that's 80. Damn. I kind of want that. A permanent boost? Gimme. Yes, thank you. See you guys again sometime soon, maybe? Okay, because I gotta say, you're my favorite customers I had all week. I mean, we're the only ones we've had all week, probably. Alright. Another page for spending money. Downside dining. How to sustain oneself with food and drink in such a place as this. The less said of it, the better. Do not complain, observe, and above all, keep moving. Sources of sustenance avail themselves to those with keener sense. In warmer climates, search the ground at break of day for subterraneans. In colder places, dig for them. Give them purpose. Drinking pools are rare, but moisture in abundance outside of the sandfolds. Some is poisonous. Take only what you need. The downside limits any opportunity for excess, but it provides enough amenities to meet the needs of life. One who withstands it cannot help but feel a sense of gratitude. I mean, okay, I guess. Who do I want to give that permanent quickness to? Oh yeah, these guys are not feeling great, huh? I would say Tizo or Bertrude. I could still give him, right? Because I'll probably use Tizo on the next liberation, so there you go. Alright. Comments. The mood is more dour than usual as you make preparations for the coming rite. A hush has fallen over your fellow exiles, and a sense of dread hangs in the air. At least one of your companions is unfazed. We sense the influence of our own nearby. She is nearby. Oh, sorry. We sense the influence of one of our own. She is nearby. Her mind corrupted calls out, screaming. Canst thou hear it, perhaps? She speaks of which Udmilde, the adversary whom you expect to face this night. The which she doth revere an ancient god undying, and unyielding on this land and on her consciousness. Oh, I wonder if she's like being manipulated, right? She thinks she's like in high reverence or in high standing with Islak, but the moment Islak gets free, like she's probably the first one dead. We may attempt an exorcism here, for the conditions are unique, and she may not be expecting us to be abetting ye. Ooh, what? Ooh. Oh! However, 'tis a risk, upon her mind and mine own, although a worthwhile risk, perhaps. Gertrude seems to think that Udmilde can be weakened somehow through the coming rite. I am very interested in this. And the stars above begin to shimmer with their strange light. My god, there's so many. There, the star of Islak. Our adversary worships it, and whom it represents. Fixate upon that star, reading one, if thou so darest, invoke its power. I did so once already! Do so on our adversary Udmilde, she shall be emboldened, but also left vulnerable to our own sorceries. We may yet limit her ambitions thus. Alright, girl. We'll do it. We'll do it. This one's scary.
Islak, Astralborn.
Okay, let's go. I ain't activating another one with that. Emperors are an imposing triumvirate, striving to live up to their glory days when they were the strongest of all.
Rita, I am still very cross with you, you know.
Stop giving me nightmares.
To think I saw in you a worthy heir. Not just to the legacy
Boo-hoo.
of the Night Wings, but to the future of the Commonwealth. That traitor Volfred. Only a fool would be seduced by his audacious promises and his dangerous ideas. That, dear reader, would make you a fool. I have no choice but to explain it thus, so even you could understand. Now for this blasted rite. Some of us still have our duties to uphold.
That was a really good spiel that he gave, I gotta admit. The dialogue was great. Also, I enjoy his dialogue even more knowing who he is now. What have we here? Ye have returned once more unto our presence. We sense something among ye. Oh! Bertrude slithers forth and gazes at her adversary. Thou maggot, we should have known. But Bertrude does not respond. Ye Nightwings, that one shall be of little benefit to ye. That one's sorceries are mere pittance to the overwhelming might of Islak. Soon you shall see. Now you'll see. Okay, they have 3 crowns, right? Reading one, thou invoketh the star of Islak, so then beware, though our sorceries shall newly be cast into a hopeless doubt about her faith upon her god. It shall be done if we prevail, but only if. Our own mind shall perhaps be forfeit otherwise. Okay. It seems that through the alchemist's right, either humility shall be permanently weakened or Bertrude shall instead. Oh boy, no pressure, no pressure.
Who shall it be this time?
Ay, ay, ay. Oh, the bio is updated. I don't know what about her bio is updated though. Oh, I'm tempted to have her first. Bertrude's blast pierces through solid objects. And there's no, yeah, that can't be leveled up. There's nothing else for it to go to. Okay. See, Sir Gilman jumps further than usual. We want to give you something else. You move faster? He's already really fast. Faster chance of coming back. Hold on. More presence, hope, and quickness. I can't buff this though, I don't think. What does this get buffed up to? Over 50. Okay. What if I gave it to Faye? But I kind of like this. Well, this won't help if she still gets, like, targeted by the crones. Their, cast. Okay, hold on. Give her this, and maybe buff it up. Let's see, what does this bring it up to? 48%? We could just do 48%. Almost 50. That's close enough to 50. 50% of the time she comes back immediately. Nah, fuck, let's use this one. Let's do it. Right.
Sir Gilman. If that is all, then.
This knight is unafraid of our most terrifying foe, for the most part. Now then, Nightwings, you wish to mock Islak, ye in our infinite foolishness shall be among the first to suffer. We're doing the same thing. You thought, bitch. Okay. He has to banish. What of our own seeketh ye the lifeblood for thyselves? Yes. You wretched witch, tampering with eldritch forces of which ye yet knowest not, and forfeit everything for an abomination from the stars. Ooh, I really like how the Q, like the capital Qs. Anyway. Quaint, we thought. Perchance ye sought the true enlightenment, yet ye reveal yourselves to be as narrow as the things with which ye now consort. Eastlack shall devour ye's all the rest.
Ah, the foul witch Udmilda. Would that she served the scribes as faithfully as the monstrosity which she adores. That was the last of them.
Incredible.
Now go on, just once more.
Oh, that was funny.
Contempt.
I was like, can I do the Gilman thing? But I don't think you know what, let's just not go for that. That's gonna make me fuck up too much. I can go through walls. You can't. Get wrecked.
The withdrawn vanished with the last.
Easy.
The Nightwings prevail again.
Nice. Good job, team.
Fire burns whilst that of their adversaries is but ash.
Mm-hmm.
The fight is ended.
I wonder if those three will now have the being able to do next, right? How can this be? How can this be? Eastlack, answer us! Eastlack! Eastlack! Which Udmilde continues with her screaming, having been defeated in the right. You observe Bertrude there, fixed in a meditative pose. Yes, yes, yes. There, Udmilde, relent, relent. Thy god has not abandoned thee because thy god is dead. Thy god is dead. Pray to him all thou likest, yet it shall do thee no good. As Bertrude recedes into the shadows, Udmilde slumps down, staring at nothing before her. Impossible. This cannot be. Answer us. Answer us. Udmilde suffered -5 hope permanently. May the scribes have mercy. I almost feel kind of bad if she wasn't worshipping an eldritch horror that she wants to consume everything.
There is much to learn from this experience.
Heck yeah. Oh my god, Gilman's almost max level 2. Cool.
Now go and wallow in the downside for a while.
Maybe I will. There proves little time for rest at the Black Wagon after your fellow exiles overcame the withdrawn in a convincing manner. Those afflicted with banishment sickness seem to be doing better at least, and express gratitude to Bertrude, Faye, and Sir Gilman for their efforts. Just then, the lone minstrel appears before you. No words escape his lips. You can guess full well what he has come to indicate to you, and follow him back out into the darkness. It's gotta be liberation now, isn't it? The star above seemed to be few and fading, yet one still shines defiant. Path to freedom reveals itself once more. Seek it out. Oh! Is this really gonna be the last one? Oh man. Oh, it's the Chastity that are here. Interesting. Except I feel like Orlax's gonna come in and fuck something up. Ooh, 67% chance of success. Nice. The dissidents have lost 13 times? Good god. Tempers are still the only ones that have like double digits besides me. Man, I'm so curious how any of these groups would change if like some of their leaders left. Would they be replaced and the group still going, or would they be crossed out like the Fate? Interesting. Oh, there's so many like extra things that could happen in this game. Oh. You notice that the lone minstrel is standing there with you regarding the night sky. The Gate Guardian and I, we have paid witness to the liberation rites upon the fall of Solium for a long time. We have seen so much. And so, I am a bit taken aback as all, to see something which I have never seen. You look upon the stars together for a while, then... I wish for you good fortune and the wisdom of the scribes on your ascent. Are you leaving? The lone minstrel leaves you there alone under the night. It has grown very late and you need rest. The Black Wagon shall have to take flight again come morning. There's no one wants to say anything? The night of all nights? Oh wait, mushrooms. Alright. Time to lift off. Okay, we're gonna peruse the map really quick again, the entire thing. Might as well, because this could be the last time I do it, I don't know. And we're close enough to the bottom. Ish, well not really, but you know. Funk. Got him. Also, I'm likely gonna play a bit longer after the break because I really want to do this liberation rite. I don't know, like, I'm like, am I... Get him! Get him! Where? How to... like, is this really the last liberation rite, or is something else gonna happen afterwards, you know? I don't know. The game has thrown a couple different, like, curveballs in here for the plot. So I don't entirely know when to, like, when it's going to end, or how close I am to the end. But I'd really like to keep playing a little bit longer tonight. I want to at least get through this liberation. See what happens. You can fly through here pretty fast when you're just going straight up and down. Alright. Aha! Something appears different now about the sacred mountain west of here. The lands near Emperor's Ascent and Emperor's Fall appear ashen. Oh. On the other hand, the once precarious regions below, which you know as Temple Hyron and Temple Cistern, seem swept clean by the elements. Wolfred observes all this alongside you. It is as though the entire downside is well aware that soon the cycle of the rites shall cease to turn. The weather lately has been very much unusual, to say the least. In this case, however, it appears to have afforded us a bit of a shortcut. We should be able to make a landing closer to Scribe's Gate now. Oh, I see. Just as well. I think all of us are feeling rather more on edge these days. A swifter journey to the summit means we can all conserve our strength for the coming trial. Okay. Oh, you gotta head to bed? Have a great rest of your stream? Thanks, baby carrots! Thanks for hanging out and watching! I hope you have a wonderful night's sleep. Oh! More spot. Once more we sail above the fall of Solium. The Temple of the Eight Scribes awaits us at the summit. None have seen the temple save for those worthy to conduct the rites there, and myself and my counterpart Celeste. You may then wonder whence it came. The cycle of the rites has turned since the beginning of this age. Over its course, whilst waiting for the cycle's turn, some exiles thus paid tribute to the Eight Scribes. I think the scribes may not have wanted such extravagance or the carved effigies to them along the way, yet it is a further triumvirate to decide how best to honor the rites. They chose to honor them as you see there. How you remember this, of course. Whether you even wish to do so, that is yours to decide. The scribes would not want otherwise. Alright. Oh, good morning, Keisha. Let's see, what is this? This Bertrude shall gain favor from the scribes if you land here. Since Tizo shall gain favor. Oh, well. We're gonna get Tizo. You arrive once more among the sheer cliffs of Mount Elodiel. It appears that Manly and the Chastity have already arrived along the other route. Anyone? No one wants to talk? Come on. Okay. Seek the Crone Scribe's favor. With some time to spare after having landed, you joined Tizo on a brief expedition to the Monument of Molten Malith. Great to see you once again, great-grandfather. You should know how often I think of you, more often these days even than before. The friends whom I now serve, I think that they could use your help, if you are willing to impart it. You know I do not like to ask you favors, but I think this is important. It's probably different from the last time I used Tizo's voice, but you know. You return to the wagon once he's finished paying his respects. You have occasion once more to pursue your vocations. Tizo gains glory for the next rite. Hell yes. Ah, okay, so it just disappears. I could tutor someone. Hold on, let me look at, could I tutor someone to make them level up completely? Tizo just did. I think they get 1,000 XP for that. So I could rank Gilman up all the way. But I think that's it. I think Faye needs, yeah, more than 1,000. Yeah, god, but what do I want to use for the right? Well, I wanted to have Pantha go free again, perhaps. Possibly, maybe. Oh, I gotta take my break. I'm making good progress in Pyre? I am! Yes, I think I'm getting close to the end. Here, I'll take my break now, because the ads might already be played. They're probably already playing. Oh, they haven't played yet, but yes. Leave you guys with this, and I'll be back in just a few minutes, to continue a little bit more for the night. Alright, I'm back. Pause the menu music. Make sure I'm unmuted. Yep, okay. Always double check to make sure I'm unmuted. Alright. Great to hear. What's your opinion on the game overall? Seems pretty neat. I really like the game. It's great. I feel like I'm really enjoying the plot. I'm really enjoying the characters. I think the gameplay's pretty fun. Like, the rights are really fun. I could see some people bouncing off of them. Because I was talking with a few other friends about it. I forget what day it was, Friday or Saturday or something. And some people were saying like, oh, I couldn't really get into the gameplay. Or like they really liked the story, but they didn't really like the gameplay part. But I'm glad I'm enjoying it. Maybe it helps that I've not really played any other sports games, so I don't really have an opinion on it in that regard. Like, to me, the rights seem like really fun, unique gameplay, but maybe if I was someone who really played a lot of sports games, I would judge it more harshly. I don't know. It's done some really cool things that I didn't expect it to do. And I was just thinking about this, like, it's like the first or second break I took tonight. This is maybe the first Supergiant Games game, where you get to have this much prolonged dialogue with specific characters or between certain characters. Because like Bastion had pretty limited dialogue, if I remember correctly. Transistor has dialogue, but it's mostly, you know, because Red doesn't speak in a lot of Transistor, right? So it has more of like a one-way dialogue through a lot of the game. And then the Hades games are full of dialogue. But Hades 1 and 2, they both have a formula that they usually follow, which is like, you talk to a character and then there's like, both characters either say like 1 to 3 lines of dialogue, right? So it's like, they'll like you talk to like Nemesis or something as Melanoe, and Nemesis says something, then Melanoe says something, and then Nemesis says something in reply, and that could be it. Or it could be like, there's a few more replies back and forth, but there's kind of like, they don't go on for very long conversations is what I'm trying to say, for the most part. Which makes sense. There's a lot of voice acted dialogue. Like, those games have so much voice acting. But a lot of them are more like smaller pieces, right? And then you have like the gods that give you boons and everything. They have very small one-way lines because, you know, Zagreus or Melanoe can't talk back to them all the time. But what I'm trying to say basically is that there's a lot of... You can put in, because this game doesn't have like... Every line isn't voice acted, and because it's more visual novel-esque, because you have a lot of dialogue between a lot of these characters, and they can explain things to you and tell you certain aspects of their lives in like a long, unbroken bit of exposition or whatever. And I think it's really enjoyable. I love character dialogue. It's my favorite thing about these kind of games. So... And playing this game really, really makes me want to see what Supergiant Games can do next if they make something more unique again and don't stick to like real world mythology so much. But yeah. Anyway, that's my spiel for now. I was trying to decide if I was going to do vocations or scavenge. I would kind of like to do, sorry, not a vocations. If I was going to tutor someone, I could just tutor Sir Gilman. Why don't we just rank him up all the way? We could do that. It'd be fun. Oh, it still shows Jodaria. Short combos also fit the Hades gameplay loop. It's nice to return to the same places but get a lot of dialogue variety. Yeah, I agree. It really works well for the Hades loop, and it's like, it feels like a really good reward because you could do a run, especially in the first game. I would usually do like a run for like anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes or something because I usually take my time. And then you get done with that, you go back to the hub area, and then you get to talk to everyone, and you get these like short little conversation pieces, and you're like, this is good, but it leaves you wanting more. So everything about Hades 1 and 2 are, I think, pretty well designed and structured to make you keep going back for more. So like you could take it in little bits and pieces, it works for that, but also it does leave you wanting more, which is good. The gameplay is, it's good for the gameplay to do that. Thanks for the extended review. You're welcome. I'm glad that I like the game so much, and it's been a pleasure to like see what kind of lore they put together and world building and the different characters they put in this game. It's really fun. Okay. Do you have any? Alright. I think we'll just do Dick Gilman. It will kind of like tap off, but I just want to do it. This knight shall be your eager protege. You and Sir Gilman spend some time reviewing some of the specific aspects of the rite, such as the properties of the aura. You sense he gained something from it. Yay, good job. This knight is the epitome of indomitable spirit. He has achieved the culmination of his training. How wonderful a feeling having nothing left to learn, Master Raider! Nothing whatsoever! This knight heartily recommends it! Nice. Okay, what do I want for you to have last? After using his slash, Sir Gilman can use it again to instantly return to his previous position, so I can double tap it. If Sir Gilman and all his allies are banished, he shall instantly return. You know, I kind of want this one. Let's do it. This would be a good boon if he gets, if everyone gets knocked out. This knight has no idea what the Master Reader said exactly, yet feels smarter nonetheless. I'm happy for you, Gilman. Alright, let's continue. Oh, the Scribe's Gate. I have to at least do this liberation right, and we'll see what happens. But my intention right now is we do the liberation right, and then we like stop the game for the night, regardless of what happens. But we'll see. I mean, the game could be over after that. I don't know. I feel like it's not going to be over. I feel like it's going to throw another curveball, but we'll see. Again, you stand before Scribe's Gate, where the gate guardian regards you all above an archway carved from stone. The exiles of the Nightwings, you must know by now that once the stars no longer shine, the rites shall cease. For now, step forth. Except for you, Tariq, you stay right there. Greetings, Celeste. The Nightwings are prepared, and as for me, you shall not blaspheme under the gate again. Do we understand each other, Tariq? Aye, Celeste. I apologize for my behavior before. I shall adhere more strictly to my duties. No, I loved what happened last time. Whatever the heck is happening between these two. Be sure of it. Now each of you come forth. Please state your names and what it is that you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. One by one, your companions cross the gate until it is your time to do so, and you follow them in turn. The gate guardian regards you all and then waves you through towards the summit. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. Am I free to accompany them, Celeste, or shall I remain here? Look at he's being mischievous about this. She looks at him a while. You are free to accompany them, Tariq. As you will, Celeste, until we meet upon the summit then. I like him. My god. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Who wants to talk? Come on, give me my dialogue. Alright, alright. Do I have anything to give to you? Oh, it's you guys. Well, come on in. I guess you got right here on time because I was just thinking maybe I would close a little early here, you know? Business has been real good and everything. It's been a little slow and spots a little slow is all. So I was thinking maybe I should do a sale. What would you say to that? Falcon Ron wishes to know your thoughts about a potential sale. Go for it. A good, well-promoted sale might be just the thing to shake things up at the slug market. Stay strong. It is important from an economic standpoint to not undercut the value of well-crafted goods. I'm an artist. I have to tell him this. You reassure Falcon Ron that his goods are already competitively priced and that a sale should not be necessary. Oh, you know, that's just what I was thinking too. Isn't that funny? Haha, I mean, my prices can't be beat already, so a sale, I don't make no sense at all. So, you mind something here or what? No, I'm broke. What's this? Shooting star? What the fuck? The bear can banish adversaries by flinging the orb into them? That's cool. A cracked celestial orb once used by a triumvirate that ultimately prevailed in a liberation rite long ago. Oh, fuck yeah, that's cool. Take this shroom. Well, technically I could buy this. Alright. You're leaving, Dad? Just look at how much we got this time. I only gave you 19. Once more, the time has come for the liberation rite, where one among you can go free if you prevail. Freedom is likewise at stake for your adversaries, the chastity. Yeah, fuck them. As your companions gather under the fall, awaiting the commencement of this vital rite, the lone minstrel finds you and regards you in his calm fashion. Night is falling. These moments prior to each commencement, I must admit, they give me pause, knowing so much is at stake during the trial that is to come. Tell me something, would you, reader, to ease the waiting for us both? I have traveled far and wide, even beyond these lands. However, the Commonwealth I know only through word and song. Sometimes I think on what life would be like out there. Wait, so you've... Okay, even beyond these lands, which implies, I think, outside the downside, but he's never been to the Commonwealth itself. If you were not ensnared within this place and free to roam your country, what would you have done with all your days and years rather than striving here under the stars? What would you have done with yourself in the Commonwealth? Maybe you would have tended the land. The simple life on the farm may have been your calling. You missed the earth where you are from. Maybe you would have sailed across the seas. The waters past the borders of the Commonwealth. Therein lies a freedom you would have sought. Maybe you would have retired to the outskirts. You might have gone where it is quieter and peaceful and enjoyed the stillness for a while. Maybe you would have fought for freedom. You yet feel an obligation to correct the Commonwealth towards a better course. Okay. Considering that my character is not only a I used to have like a forbidden book collection, which is part of what got me in trouble and thrown in exile. Apparently I was also crippled though. That was one of the dialogue things I picked. So I have some sort of physical disability and I hoarded books. So I obviously sought out books to try to read them and learn knowledge from them. So I probably would have tended the land. That probably would have been not something I would have been interested in doing. But I don't think my character would have been imagining like a quiet retirement. I think either sailed across the seas or maybe fighting for freedom, I don't know. Like, what if Wolfred's printing press was something that happened when my character was still in the Commonwealth as well? Would my character have gone into it? Because I kind of feel like maybe? I think maybe this one. We're gonna go with this one. Perhaps if it was inevitable that you were to be cast into exile, you cannot abide the state of things within the Commonwealth. There's so much needing to be changed there. It seems then that you would face a greater challenge there than even here. Your Commonwealth, it sounds to be a country rather set upon its ways. Of course, that is the nature and ambition of the plan of which you are a part. May your actions here help bring about the future you desired on the other side. 67%. Just then, the lone minstrel looks forth, and you see that it is time. The stars above, though faint, begin to burn. Yeah, that sounds right for my character. Jesus. After your adversaries grasp the orb, their auras shall slowly shrink rather than vanish. I think we'll try this.
The tattered mantle.
Tattered mantle. Star of the Imp Titan. Started trip, saw you playing Dance of Human Revolution, started watching the VODs. Pretty fun stuff. Immediately got sucked into the game again and made a new run. You're welcome. Or, I'm sorry. That was really, I had a really good time with that. Partly because I was doing, or largely because I was doing the challenge run. There's still a part of me that kind of wishes I did the challenge run for Mankind Divided as well. But I think I'll do that maybe next time I play the game. Maybe in a few years I'll go back to those games and then I'll want to do something silly. We're gonna do this. I don't know if it matters anymore. If this is the last rite, then the experience we gain probably won't matter, but I'm still gonna try it. Time for more law. Hell yeah, Judge Jensen. The burden of the question of who most deserves their freedom is about to weigh upon you once again.
The stars that yet remain aflame align once more over the sacred fall of Solium. 'Twas here that the 8 scribes ordained the glorious tradition in which you now participate. The glorious tradition which you and that instigator Wolfred seek to undermine. It's my sincerest hope your adversaries in this liberation rite achieve instead what they desire.
You would root for Manly.
Douse those flames of yours. Let us get on with the proceedings then.
How petty of you, voice. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirs is present and prepared. He concurs! Yet again. Then, anointed one of the chastity, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwing. Manly flourishes onto the grounds and grasps his mask in his spindly fingers. Warmest salutations to you all upon this blessed eve. I am H. Manly Tenderstaff, and I must say that I am very moved to be a part of these proceedings. It shall be my humblest of privileges to return, quite soon I hope, into the Commonwealth, where I shall dedicate myself to full and better betterment of that society, yes. I long to be a part of this glorious tradition, even when my freedom is rightfully restored, for is it not the case that exiles such as we are called upon to lead? How you govern in your Commonwealth is not your business here. Your intentions shall mean nothing if you do not prevail in this right, Manly Tinderstaff. Oh, but I meant no offense. I meant no offense at all. I shall serve well these rights, I promise. Why, I should think I shall be sending many exiles here into the downside to replace me. This fucking guy. I could think of quite a few who I think would benefit from experiencing this wonderful tradition for themselves. Then Manly covers his face again. Thank God. Now, as for you, Nightwings, make no attempt to undermine me here, and nothing shall befall you or your loved ones in the Commonwealth. Is it a deal? I'm gonna shove you in the ground so hard you're gonna be a seedling again. Nightwings, on whose behalf shall you conduct this liberation rite? Choose quickly. May you heed your heart in making your choice, reader. I trust you are prepared to play the hymns with me, Tariq. Always, Celeste.
Whom do you endeavor to return?
Oh, yeah, these guys aren't even an option still. So interesting. This is what makes me think, like, is the game still gonna keep going after this? Anyway, it's Panatha. It was her last time. It's gonna be her again. Maybe this time you'll get rid of me for good.
Who shall stand with her?
Well, my boy, obviously. Tizo's determined to help Hamatha prevail this time. I like how that changes a little bit. Okay, who do I want next? Do I want Gilman? Now that he's like totally buffed up. It's a harp, a worm, and him himself. What is it? Star Splinter. When preparing to fling the orb, the bear's charge up speed increases. A fleck of shaped rock fallen from the heavens. Its very shape tempts you to give it a good toss. Axiana. Or is that Zaxiana? You have Righteous Flame. Bear's Pyre is restored by to 8. Oh, okay. Okay, they have the same. Interesting. Alright. Why not? Let's go. This time for certain!
It is done.
Now it begins. Do me a favor, if you please, and stand aside like a good sport there. I promise to reward you handsomely once I am free. This fucking guy.
Commence.
Ha! Yeah. Bonk. Meow. Good job, Gilman. Just so. Wow. Bonk. Oh. Oh, that was a shame. Oh. They got me. Okay. Ha! Got him again. Oh, what's this now? It seems to be the scribes so enjoy our company, the entertainment we provide, they've deigned to reignite our pyres. Observe. Ooh. Something stirs in the sky. If the heavens are to rain and reignite your pyres, then the rite shall continue, ere one pyre or the other is put out. Oh wow, holy smokes. Holy bagoli. Get him, Gilman. This won't help you. Wow. Wow. Man. You want to make it that easy for me, huh? Oh. Damn, sucks for you. Man. I saw that sitting there and I was like, wait a minute. Bonk. Oh shit. Bonk. What? Bitch. Yeoman! Oh, he's...
Now.
Ha!
Blessed be.
Gotta fly over, be a little turd.
The rite has nearly ended.
Get your sapling away from me! Yeah! Yay!
Night wings.
Hi, Austin!
Their worth.
It's Pamitha. Pamitha's up.
Adversaries, they did not.
Oh, I'm concerned something's gonna happen, though. I'm so concerned.
Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus the scribes have chosen
I feel like...
the exile appointed by the Night Wings shall be free, absolved of all misdeeds, return to glory in the Commonwealth. Her adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Okay, so this was the 5th liberation. And it should be the last one. Apparently, it might be the last one. It may or may not be the last one. But I've been told it's going to be the last one because the stars are almost out. Why, this is an utter outrage. Have you any idea what you've done, you ingrates? Yeah. Oh my god. I hope she gets out of here without any weirdness happening. Yeah, a lot's happened on the stream. So we, early on, right during the 4th liberation, we went up against the Fates and I decided to throw the match because I wanted one of them to get free. So that's the thing that happened. So, what am I, supposed to give a speech or something then? Reader darling, all of you, look, I've no idea still why you picked me. Well, I do have one, but I don't think it's right. If you'd wanted to get rid of me by now, you needn't have gone to such lengths, and so I'm left only to conclude that you did this for me. The years I spent down here, in one sense, they have all been such a waste, just utterly for nothing, spectacularly so. I thought that my relationship with Tamitha had nowhere left to go but up, but, well, you know, not quite the case. But then I think on what would have become of me had I made no attempt to set things right. Had I not done everything I have, I could not have lived with that, I think. Yeah, you could, like, she can feel better knowing that she genuinely tried everything that she could. And even at the end of it all, Tamitha still did not care. And now she knows, like, despite such an despite such, like, a sad outcome, at least she knows that she did what she could, and it's not on her, you know? I was so certain that my life would end down here. I'm only now beginning to consider that the opposite may have come true instead. Oh! I'm so happy! Yay! Oh my god. I feel her character arc, her life is opening up for her now. Oh, interesting. You'd seen someone throw the match to liberate Tamitha. Oh! You had no idea for liberating someone for the Fates. Was it the elderly cur? Oh, well. If you want to know, okay, I'll say it now while she's still sitting here in the dialogue. So, the cur, Dalbert, he was the one that was set to leave. Because I was wondering, I was like, is it going to be him or is it going to be Almer? But he was one set to leave, and so I threw the match. And he has a moment with Almer, his adopted son, and they talk about it. And then at the very end of the conversation, he gives Almer apparently the sigil that you need, and he shoves Almer into the pool without Almer knowing that he was gonna do that. So Almer's the one that gets sent out. And then after that, Dalbert, he stops doing the rites. Like, you look at him in Volford's planner, and the whole fate triumvirate is crossed out, and it says that Dalbert just kind of like, after he fought so hard to get his son out, because that was his ultimate goal, he kind of lost the will to keep participating in the trials and the rites. I think he's still alive. But yeah, it was a really good moment. Although we did get message from we got message from them telling from the little imp messenger imp, and it does say that Ulmer is not doing so great because, you know, he was obviously he wanted to get his father out, and his father pushed him out instead. So even though Ulmer's free and in the Commonwealth, I guess he's like become a bit reclusive because he's really sad about that, which is really depressing. And I was like, this is so, like, it's such an interesting way that the whole plot went. It's really cool that you did that. I was like, it was so, oh my god. So I kept thinking, I was like, I kind of want to throw the match. And it was so easy to make goals against them, and I felt kind of bad about it, and I finally just left my goal wide open for them to do it. But it was a really, really cool plot moment, and I kind of appreciate it in the sense that it was always going to be somewhat tragic, because it was only ever going to be either Dalbert or Ulmer who was going to get free anyway. So it's an interesting to see that them being separated from each other maybe isn't necessarily a good thing. Because even though Dalbert did what he wanted and he freed his son, he kind of like lost having that purpose to drive him forward, and Ulmer's now separated from his father. I think it's a really interesting plot point. There's a lot of like cool subtleties about the whole thing. All right, I'll continue. What I'm trying to say is, thanks to all of you. I mean that. Now, I guess I'd better head on back to that damned Commonwealth, so bottoms up. She plunges into the waters of the Shimmer Pool and disappears from view, though her voice still rings out. Yay! We'll have to see what I can do up there, provided that my sisters haven't had their way with it just yet. Anyway, let's find a way to keep in touch, but just in case, goodbye. Hannah earned back her freedom! Yay! I'm so glad that I let her be free on this one. It's like it's very cathartic, I feel like. May she return in glory!
Godspeed, Pamitha Thane. Perhaps the scribes are watching, even now.
Or
Watching as their glorious tradition draws to a close.
I liked her silhouette as she flew up there. God, now I don't know what's gonna happen next. He's a killer. Yeah. This knight may too regain his honor. You succeeded in liberating Pamitha, who returned to the Commonwealth in glory. Uh-oh. My stream worked? Oh no, it came back. Seems okay now? Staring suspiciously at my phone screen. Better not do it again. Okay. Pamitha, she's regained her freedom and liberation right. Good job. Our plan approaches a key turning point. Let us ensure it soon comes to fruition, not only for ourselves here, but for our companions and our loved ones in the Commonwealth. My companions are my loved ones at this point. 74% chance of success? That's a pretty good chance. Good shot for just a second? Okay, good. Only for just a second. But we have little time now for reflection on this. Look yonder, reader. The stars demand we go already. Let us help them usher in the end of all this. Well, what does that mean? You turn your attention to the glimmer of the stars. Their current rate of disappearance suggests another liberation rite shall be coming soon. Oh! I assumed that was the last one. The few remaining stars still shine for you. Oh! The way they were talking, it was like... Okay, well, okay. Cool. Fiesta, Jomir, Lily. Alright. Let's see. The Tempers won again. They're at 13 now. Damn. These guys have still lost the most, which cracks me up. At least Barker's just kind of taking it well. He might be a troublemaker, but he's not the worst amongst these guys, you know what I mean? He's lost several as well. Essence has lost a lot. Yeah, the Templars are definitely doing the best. Huh, alright. Cool. Okay, we'll pick a place to go, and I want to read those other 2 pages before I end stream. I've only fought against the Pyre Hearts once. I could do it again. The Accusers? Here. The Templars. We still have Gilman. We could go and you know, okay, let's go to the Pyre Hearts. Why not? We can get a bit more dialogue with these guys. Now, the stars bid you to return to the nest of Trieste, where you shall stand against the Pyre Hearts once again. Your adversary, Sir Deluge, likely knows the cycle of the rites is drawing to a close. His last remaining chance to earn the favor of the scribes and then regain his freedom likely hinges on the outcome of this next rite. Yeah. The cycle of the rites is soon to end, the exiles of the downside striving to be free. Your adversaries, your companions, even yourself are running out of time. Ooh, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna read the pages before I talk to Tariq. The Tattered Mantle. Well known as the treachery of the robe collar, who conspired against the Emperor of Sar and set in motion the Empire's collapse. The knave did journey to the downside after us. Our paths they never crossed, though he did meet his end. He wore the Tattered Mantle, wrought by the first Empress, and worn in every generation hence. The living mantle whispered wisdom in its wearer's ear, but in the downside it cried out instead in protest. Interesting. When the robe collar retreated to his horrid isle far at sea, the mantle gained new life, conjoining with the native imps? The Imp Titan was born and grasped then the robe collar in his first and last embrace. What the fuck? That's cool. On Commonwealth. Oh, on history. This book cannot accompany you if you should earn your freedom. It is to remain here for your successors, for it is bound together inextricably with us. There is no sorcery, however, to prohibit you from spreading forth its teachings. We charge you to go forth and share what you have learned along your path. Reveal not the rites themselves, nor the existence of this book. Transcend its bounded limitations, for it cannot be transcribed. Any such attempts shall fail. Interesting. Beware of those who would dare to read it on the other side. Under their guise of seeking wisdom may yet lurk a much darker desire to undo that which we strive to do. Oh. A couple things. I wonder if this bit right here is what brought about the Commonwealth's banning of literacy in general. The idea that you can't like rewrite this book. Like, don't tell anyone about this book and don't tell anyone about this stuff. Like, you're supposed to say it. Right? You're supposed to talk about it, but not tell them about this book. I don't know. I feel like that could have led to something about the making people, yeah, the banning of literacy. Also this. Beware of those who would dare to read it on the other side. This almost sounds like they're warning you against like what Wolfred wants to do. Cool. Alright, what do you got? Following Pamitha's liberation, the lone minstrel has returned to the wagon and stands as though nothing has happened here this night. Tell me about you and Celeste. He tilts his head a bit as you approach. Once more the Nightwings have prevailed in the liberation rite under your mindfulness, reader. A commendable achievement. Surely Pamitha should live out her days in gratitude to you and your companions. Perhaps she may now seek Ruki there in your Commonwealth. I should think Ruki would like to have witnessed what took place this night. I trust that together they shall make a formidable difference to the plan which all of you endeavor to achieve. Well, it's 74% now. That's good. Now, for the time, Celeste and I are to return to our respective stations. We all await the next turn. We all await the next turn of the cycle of the rites. May you prevail once more when next we traverse Scribe's Gate. Till then, reader, rest well under the stars. He nods and leaves you to recover after a long night. Pamitha is liberated. Kept close at hand in the off chance of a good occasion. Pamitha wanted you to have it. I will drink to her liberation. Gertrude's fixing something with Wolfred. Sir Gilman's inhaling some food. Relatable. He's befriending critters. He's just digging for grubs. Sanjo's reliving the past. Erika's nearby. Okay. Oh, I should end it here tonight. I should end it. I was only planning to do about 3 hours, but it's gotten closer to 4 hours. That's fine though. I've been having a great time. Okay. Guess we'll go back out to the main menu. Okay. Ooh, this was so fun. We had some really cool stuff happen this time. I'm glad that I did the, even though it means one less of my companions goes free, I'm happy I tried the thing with the fate and let them win that round. Also want to know more about Orlek. He's very, imposing. I don't know, I'm getting the impression that even if we try to talk to him, it's not really going to make much of a difference with whatever he's planning to do. My assumption is that he's going to be on the last liberation. But like I thought this was going to be the last one, and it wasn't, so I guess we have another one. Let's see, tomorrow's Tuesday. I would like to play this game more tomorrow. I'm trying to think if there's anything that might interrupt that. I don't think so. I have stuff to do in the morning, but not in the evening. So hopefully I'm back around 6 p.m. tomorrow. I haven't had an art stream in a little over a week, but I'm really digging this game, and I want to keep playing this game right now. So, and I haven't quite settled on something fun for an art stream yet. Oh, random thought. I've been thinking about this like for the last couple weeks, but I don't know if this is a really silly idea, but I was kind of wondering, after I finish a game, would it be funny or fun at all if I did like a character ranking stream? It'd be like it would be like a just chatting stream, but I would just have like a ranking for the characters based on, I guess, how much I like them or something. I was considering doing that. I thought about doing it at the end of Metal Gear Rising, but I didn't. It was an idea I had floating around, and then I kind of forgot about it, and then like I didn't want to just like start it without bringing it up. I was like, maybe I'll just bring it up to see if people like the sounds of it. I don't know. It could be funny. What do I usually draw? It kind of depends. Let's see. Last time I was drawing fan art. I usually draw a lot of characters in general. So, but I've also like drawn some emotes for the stream. I've done some of that on art streams. But yeah, usually just like whatever I need to be working on, or like a fun project I want to do. Like I was doing the Space Cats. That was also fun. I never did finish the Outer Wilds one, but I kind of figured I would try to finish them around the time when I actually had money to turn them into stickers or something. Senator's S tier. He would probably be kind of high up there on the list for fun. It could be interesting. There's quite a few characters. Yeah, I mean, it could be. I guess like I wouldn't actually know until I tried. But yeah, it would be like technically be a just chatting stream, but it would be like I would probably spend most of the time rating the characters and then just like talking about whatever random stuff. But I would also be talking about the characters, right? I would be discussing why I picked this character for this this ranking and whatnot. And Pyre has a lot of characters, so that could be really fun. I don't know. I guess if I did a stream like that, like if I finish Pyre and I want to do that, and like no one shows up to it and it's just me talking for 3 hours about all these characters, that could still be funny. At least, you know what? I would just keep talking whether anyone is here or not, so I'm pretty good about doing that. Yeah, I guess I could give it a try. We'll see it. We'll see how it like turns out. But yeah, maybe I'll give it a try for fun. Thanks for letting me bounce the idea off you guys. But yeah, I think that's it for me tonight. Oh, another fun thing. I started reading I started reading Wuthering Heights. I've never read it before, but I'm reading it for a book club. It is not to I'm gonna give a very vague spoiler of the book. I feel like reading the book is watching a disaster unfold in slow motion, and it's kind of good. But yeah, so I'm reading that. It's actually captured my attention quite well. But yeah, hopefully I'm back tomorrow around 6 p.m. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Thanks for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Yeah. And I'll be playing more of this soon. Okay, we'll do the awkward swap here. Ugh, there we go. Oh my god, it was almost perfectly lined up. Fantastic. Okay. All right. Have a good night, guys. See you later.